Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Corey Loses for another Galactic Conquest playthrough in a single stream. Today, we are going to be playing as the Greater Maldrood in the Deep Core Conflict GC. I put up a poll last month for the patrons on who you guys wanted to see next, and Greater Maldrood won. I do want to work in some either of the base game, like story campaigns, or maybe even some other mods with some of these single stream thingies. But thank you all for the birthday wishes. Pterodoc has his party hat on with the new portrait by Dark Legion for Pterodoc. He's been doing a lot of really nice icon updates and stuff for a lot of the heroes and units, along with Sheen. So we're going to see some of that, along with some other UI work, some other early previews of stuff, and hopefully it will be kind of stable. It is a development version of the mod, so everything you see will be a work in progress. As with all the preview playthroughs, I did literally nothing to test how stable this would be. So we'll stay with the default starting era. But, yeah. Let's do that. The Emperor is gone, but Maldrood lives. Kosh is attempting to hold our mid-rim territory, and I plan to take advantage of the organized forces in the core to establish our dominance. How to be dominant. Alright, what do we actually have? Let's send you there, you there. Turn on the filters, see all the filters, and we are going to want to... I wonder if it's worth more for us to... Here, let's sell you. And we're definitely going to get an HVG. Evac. We'll sell the barracks and get a hypervelocity gun. So we get all the UI stuff. Did we... I don't think we did end up being able to use the UI in the CSA one, so other than the Empire of the Hand stuff, this is the first time we're seeing it. Thank you again, everyone. Very appreciated. Yeah, it's a smaller map than we're used to. So we won't be here all day, hopefully. But should still be a decent size, or a decent length. Okay. What are we looking at for options here? What an allegiance. You know what? Let's get a bunch of those. Thank you, Fat Man Rolling, for the £5 donation. Merry birth, Mr. Loses. Here's a few quid for your Maldrood shenanigans. Thank you. I will be counting after the stream any of like the super chats. I'll add it to the donation goal for next month as well, or for this month. And then I'll get to do another full one again. Belgian Wafflehead, the stage map isn't in yet. I'm not sure what you're asking, sorry. Alright, let's check out Sauce Beacon. Ooh, we can kill that. We can definitely kill that. So there's that, the new Pterodoc and Pelion portraits for these eras. Pelion's icon changes more than anyone else's, but Pterodoc's is always gonna be the same. Pelion with his promotions and stuff.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright. Got Pterodoc in Crimson Sunrise. We got Pelion. 13X. Got even more Crimson VSDs. We're truly Crimson Command now.
Understood. Cruiser reporting.
Get Ton Falx in there.
Gunship reporting. Batteries online. Weapons ready. Yes, sir. Holding fire for maximum effect.
Alright.
Your command.
On!
Launching
Blow it all up! Okay, they're leaving. Well, you don't get to take anything with you. I feel like I'm gonna guess we're gonna be finished by 5:30. That's where I'm putting my money. I'm not actually giving anyone money if we don't, but I'm putting theoretical money there.
Constructing.
Thank you, Black Wolf, for the $124 donation. And Tritone for $124 as well. Both saying happy birthday. Tritone adding watch out for Night Hammer. I don't wanna. It's scary. Thank you both very much. That's way too generous. We're halfway to the goal for next month, or for this month. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay, I want to build up Soft Beacon. We can defend there. And I just want to spam probe droids as well. So we can see what's going on everywhere. We're spending all of those donations on probe droids. Check out camp. We're going to camp. What do you think about the Mega Campaign mod for TR? I've never played it, but from my understanding, it is a bigger map. Your maps can be cool. It is something that we plan on doing ourselves in some form later, like having another larger map available. I don't want them to invade this. I want this. Yeah, I thought I was like getting the notifications wrong, because it seemed like weird numbers, but then I have to remember the
Choose your reinforcements.
the exchange rate. 'Cause, like, I always forget I have it in Canadian.
There's interference in this nebula, Commander. We'll be there shortly. Right away. Moving out. Heading out.
Thank you, Charlie, for the $5 donation. Happy birthday, Yay Maldrood.
Reinforcements cancelled.
We are in a Yay Maldrood mood.
Interceptor here. Awaiting command.
Just get the hell out of there.
Fallout. Move order acknowledged.
Gotta get Crimson Command
Moving to
moving.
sector.
I'm not like double streaming it if that's what you mean, bot skills, but there is a Twitch account under the same name.
Ready for battle.
Okay, stop there. Oh, you'll also notice, nope.
Ready for duty. Roger that.
God,
Form
so
up.
annoying.
Awaiting order. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Because they're both trying to stop and both, like, relying on each other to stop.
Bomber standing.
Get over there. I might have lost stuff from that.
Copy. Direct fire at their laser cannon.
That was unfortunate.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
Right. Everyone just kill that. Focus fire.
Target those lasers. Watch
And it's a Yavitha raid fleet, too.
Holding fire for maximum effect. Intercepting.
But yeah, you'll notice the UI has been updated a little bit. Like I still need to center this properly, the minimap, because it's a bit finicky trying to do that in Blender. But the buttons are now back on the other side.
Intercepting the enemy. I got one. Awaiting instruction. I'm on this one.
God, I really hope we don't lose a hero because of the shifting earlier.
Orders, sir. Course set. Stay in formation. Enemies in range.
Alright, let's get you guys out of there. No, no retreat.
Come about. Not ready for command, sir. Watch him. He's coming around. I have
Please no pathfinding.
Gunship returning to your position.
Yeah, this is just because those buttons are weird, like that'll be fixed. It's just the way it assigns the textures is strange.
Navigating to coordinates. Weapons ready.
Squadron standing by.
Alright, we can get our shields back up on everyone.
Yes, sir. Flank speed.
Are you naming ships? Not for this playthrough. For the single stream GCs, I don't do the ship names.
Course set.
Escort carrier standing by.
Starting to move out. Opelion and Pterodoc, get back
At your
there.
command.
I'll move you guys around.
Ready for command, sir.
Their fighters are going to be coming.
TIE squadron standing by. Ready for battle. Instructions received.
Ready for battle. For the Empire.
Roger that. Engines activated.
Anything Proton-y.
Bomber squadron reporting.
Don't have that many bombers.
Warm up.
Try to start getting some hits in on it before it gets in range.
Roger that.
We do have a good command bonus here, so
Ready for orders.
how you fix the CPU usage of Empire War. You can't really fix it, like you can't make it not be single core, but you can set it to high priority in the task manager and your CPU will devote resources to it better. But like you can't make it use more, you can just make it make more sense in how it's assigning priority to it.
Reporting. We're in attack position. Direct fire at their laser cannon. Awaiting instructions. Yes, control. Target those lasers.
Pursuing enemy forces.
Taking fire. Direct fire at their laser cannon. Target
My
those
scopes are
lasers.
jammed. I got him.
Ready?
Where
Cruiser
are the others?
reporting.
He's about
Direct
to be
fire at their
destroyed.
laser
Take
cannon.
him out.
Gunship
Engaging the
reporting.
enemy. I'm on this one.
I have done a video about like getting the most performance out of Empire at War.
Target sighted.
So there's that. Are all Crimson Command victory? Yes.
Position.
Weapons ready.
Shields almost gone.
Was a
Down.
Target
full
those
VSD
lasers.
fleet.
Yes, sir.
Watch him. He's coming
Direct
around.
fire at their laser cannon.
Watch for enemy ships. Charge laser cannon. Shake them. Returning to your position.
Thank you, Rhino,
Regroup.
for the $173 donation
Tightening up.
4 minutes ago that I apparently missed at the time. But thank you very much, Rhino. That is a lot.
Ready for battle.
Dana's going to be making cupcakes later.
I got one. Ready for duty. Awaiting orders. Ready to receive.
We're going to have
orders.
cupcakes. Alright, we need to kill the thrust ship.
Where'd he go? Nowhere to run. Form up. Coming around. Commencing attack run. I've got them in my sights.
Awaiting
I'll
orders.
take care of this. Getting a lock. Closing on target. Locking on. Pursuing.
Yeah, we got lucky with that one VSD.
Taking him out.
Rhino wants his crown still.
Construction complete.
Game keeps crashing. Any advice on how? I mean, set the game to not use full screen optimization if you're playing in full screen, because that can cause crashes. Like sometimes it's just whatever the game or mod is doing, and you can't really do much about it. But
Beginning construction.
we want to keep these guys built up. Rip.
System lost.
We still have
Tactical battle imminent.
Pathfinder. We did, so we can just get it back.
There they are. Blast them.
your reinforcements.
Let's move out. Let's go.
Stay a little bit outside of range.
Navigating to coordinates.
We can kill Delvardis and Praji right now. It's weird trying to put these on the map because the red color obviously is the invalid placement color, so...
Maneuvering. Yes, sir.
Copy.
Oh, the bot's alive. Hello, Alduin. Thank you for the $5 donation. And hello and happy birthday. Appreciate it. Alright,
Direct fire at their
Delvardis.
laser cannon. Holding fire for maximum effect. I copy. Target those lasers. Direct fire at their laser cannon. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Don't want you to move.
Holding
Don't want you to
fire
move.
for maximum effect. Destination confirmed. Target those lasers. Open fire. Direct fire at their laser cannon. Target those lasers.
Getting the VSD power to weapons mash going.
Fire on those ion cannons.
Get that. And we're gonna
Inoperable.
finish you off
Our launch bay has been
and switch over here.
direct fire at their laser cannon.
Target locked. We already have waiting. Eliminating target.
Target those
Thank you, Alduin, for the $10 donation, saying Crimson.
direct fire at their laser cannon. The launch bay is gone. Our primary engine system is
Yeah,
down.
so Harsk, Delvardis, Pterodoc all have new icons.
Cruiser reporting.
Worked on between Dark Legion and some input from Sheen as well. So none of them are choking anymore in their pictures. The only canon pictures are of them choking, which is annoying. It's just the one picture.
Targeting the torpedo rocket. Batteries online.
He won't be out of much longer.
Ready. Attack that target.
Alright, onto this one. You guys can finish off that Secular.
Fire at will.
Hellion, you can help on this. While Pterodoc runs away.
Your orders, sir.
Get the engines. Get the engines. There we go. Thank you, Belgian Wafflehead, for the $13 donation. Happy birthday, Corey. Big thanks to you and your team for introducing me to the Secular, the coolest capital ship in Star Wars. I'm glad you like the Secular. You're welcome.
System conquered.
Beginning construction.
Alright. That's all fine. I'm gonna try to just drop more on each of these planets.
Receiving orders. As you wish.
Because that'll discourage some invasions.
Squadron moving out.
Take a look at camp. Ranger? Thank you. It's Desan, but not Desan. Different person. Very important you don't confuse the two. We're taking camp from them.
Battle imminent.
The enemy is approaching.
You're gonna make a resurgence Star Destroyer somewhat. Probably. Farshad has really wanted to make a resurgence since he joined. So that, especially because like if we did do like a sequel trilogy era mod, it'd be a long time away, so that'd be a good candidate for a submod or for inclusion in the candidate submod. Thank you, Dunkanya. Not sure what you're going for the 15-pound donation. Thing. Happy birthday, Corey. Thanks for the many hours of enjoyment with TR. Also, I'm happy to see other people with a Secular as well. I guess we do have a Secular fan club in the comments. We're bringing people together.
Getting a lock.
Take out their engine. Full fire on those
Sorry for doing that to your name. And we have hit the donation goal for the next Galactic Conquest, so we'll do this again soon.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Tactical battle.
Oh, fuck. Hi, Harsk. Depending on how this goes, it could be a win. Thank you, Shadow, for the $5 donation. Happy birthday. Thrawn would approve. Well, thank you. I hope Thrawn does approve. And I think with that, we've actually... Yeah, we're definitely over the mark now. But I think we might have been a dollar or two. Hey.
We're on our way.
We are ready and waiting. Waiting orders.
The donation goal
Cruiser here.
is slightly lower than my rent money this month.
Copy.
Like, the December ones and stuff were a bit higher.
I copy. Location.
When do you roughly expect the next update to be? We're trying not to take too long with this one, but it's hard to give any kind of release date for anything,
Yes, sir.
because there's too much variance and things can happen.
Reporting.
I don't like the allegiance.
Carrot Commander here.
Ready for battle. Full speed ahead.
Your orders,
Reporting in.
Here, just
Move
turn in
into
place.
position.
Yes, sir.
Like, the big thing we were trying to do for this release was the error reworks, and those have started having a lot more progress in the last couple days. Like, the framework's all set up now, so they'll be ready sooner,
Attacking.
and we'll start being able to test them and everything.
Copy. Roger that. Targeting. Reporting. Firing. Launching attack. Targeting at maximum firepower. We'll be there shortly. Right away.
We are ready
I'm
and
gonna
waiting.
start getting hammered by
Holding
them.
fire for maximum effect. Target those lasers. Direct fire at their laser cannon.
Shield's almost gone.
Target those lasers.
Yes, Commander.
Awaiting.
I want to retreat.
Our primary engine system is down.
Damn it, they killed Paradox engines.
All enemy craft.
The ion cannons are our primary target. Sir,
We're gonna lose Pterodoc, but we gotta go.
Prepare for jump hyperspace.
they've destroyed our ion cannon.
Otherwise, we're losing everything. We've still got Pelion, so we still got a tier 2. Should have just left him earlier, like send him back.
Destination set.
Enemy fleet approaching. Tactical battle imminent.
Hi there, Sanders Fleet. Or Arse Fleet.
Enemy unit sighted.
Get the engines. Get the engines.
Copy.
You didn't get the engines. Possibly
Copy.
just didn't hear me.
Moving out. Lander ready.
Let's get as far back as we can there.
Engines primed. Your orders, sir.
How do you turn the ships around?
Report.
If you have the ship selected,
We
I'll
are
do it on
ready
this just in
and
case I
waiting.
fuck up and actually order. You can right click, just hold down right click, and you can drag it around. And
Move order
that'll
acknowledged.
tell it to spin, like turn in place.
Reporting.
Not spin.
Awaiting instructions. Heading out. Fallout.
TIE squadron here.
Yes, Commander.
Alright,
Ready?
we gotta use our
Let's move
VSD
out.
fire teams.
Let's go. Keep going. This way. Cruiser reporting. Over there. Navigating to coordinates.
See if we can knock out Arsk this way. No. We could mess up some ISDs on the way, because the Allegiance will take longer to get here. So let's see if we can... Do not... Okay, that took out the main cannons on this. That's handy.
TIEs reporting in. Lander reporting. Orders, sir. Commencing attack run.
I don't think we're gonna get that lucky again.
Closing on
Cross
the
kills.
target. Pursuing enemy forces. Taking them
Right,
out.
stop there.
Engaging the enemy.
Press up more.
Yes, sir.
Like, we can retreat and come back if we have to.
Deploying squadron.
Gunship reporting.
Your orders, sir. Maneuvering.
TIE squadron. Watch for enemy ships. Ready for battle.
I think we've been on the Galactic map long enough to build anything.
Batteries online.
Go after them. Losing control.
Weapons ready.
I've got him. Target the lasers.
Yes, sir. Attack position. At your command. Flank speed. Ready for battle. Training the attack. Reporting in. Coming about.
I'm hit.
Ready for duty. Laser battery.
We're being targeted.
Fire.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Roger that. Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Squad, move in.
Hmm.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Nowhere to run.
Falling out of formation.
Draw their fire.
The launch bay is gone.
We'll have to use camp as, or Akasi? I think it's Akasi. As our actual defensible place. Though we do have stuff on the ground.
Right away.
Okay, they called off that assault.
Tactical battle imminent.
There. Combine the fleets and see if we can take any of this territory early.
Look, sir, it's them.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving out. Heading out. Fall out.
Yep.
Let's
That's
move out.
another raid
Let's
fleet
go.
and very few battles.
What are your orders?
Form up.
Okay.
Destination
We're just gonna go in
confirmed.
faster then.
Awaiting orders.
You're over there, Pelion.
Helm ahead for.
And let's get some strike cruisers.
Target those lasers. Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Cruiser ready.
Fire for maximum.
We're gonna get a lot of strike cruisers in this.
Navigating
Strike cruisers are amazing. And everyone should use them more.
My scopes are jammed.
I didn't have time to pull that stormtrooper out because I'm trying to get to stuff before anything gets to me.
Acknowledged. Moving.
Because I accidentally combined the two armies, moved everything out like that.
attack position.
I got him.
Target those lasers.
Dreadnought cruiser ready. We are ready and waiting. Heavy cruiser standing by.
Thank you, Chrissy, for the $2 donation or £2 donation. Gone. Have a birthday beverage. Thanks, Corey. Appreciate it.
Firing turbo lasers. Captain here. Fire for effect.
Reported. Direct fire at
I
their
think we
laser
might have
cannons.
saved this one as well.
Target those lasers.
And if we're fast enough...
Standing by.
Oh,
Destroy
we're not
them.
fast enough. A lot.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Under control. I have them now. Where are the others? Watch him. He's coming around. Attack. Returning to your position. Enemies in range.
Awaiting instructions.
He's about to be
Heavy
destroyed.
cruiser standing
Yes,
by.
Commander. We're on our way. Ready.
Everyone turn around.
Stations on
You guys get out of there.
Reporting. Full speed ahead. Moving into position.
Roger that. Right away.
Hellion, get out of there.
Those laser banks.
Get in here.
Gunship reporting. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Ready. I'm on them. Bombs deployed.
Batteries online. Weapons ready.
Target locked.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
take care of this.
I was hoping we'd win before the raid got here, but unfortunately that isn't happening.
Their laser cannon. The launch
Captain
bay
here.
is gone.
All
Obviously.
guns, fire. Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Okay, as long as the Empire
Are gone, sir.
doesn't reset, they'll retreat. That's an unfortunate way to lose 2 of them.
Proceeding. On my way.
Alright, get in there. Thanks, Spot Skills.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Moving out.
Beginning construction. Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates. Moving out. Order acknowledged.
Yeah, you guys are gonna scout out for us.
Yes, sir. Advancing.
And get repair there. Like, we have a decent amount to work with in this battle. So we're gonna get the eye there.
Inbound. Standing.
You're gonna deploy.
Juggernaut ready. All right, man. Take cover.
Construction.
Roger that, lead.
Turret
Armed
constructed.
and ready. Armed and ready.
Standing by. Ready to go. Scouting location. We're going in. Executing flight.
Reporting in.
Ready. Draft report. Commander,
Thanks, Connor.
copy.
Construction complete.
En route. Moving to coordinates. Reporting. Commencing attack. Active.
See how far up we can actually, or how far back we can stay while still hitting that.
Destination set.
We'll just set up behind that line. Because then we can do some orbital bombardment.
Comlink active.
At least that's their only structure, and it seems like they did move away a lot of their units, so
Roger that. Right away.
they send over here. Yeah, they build a field
Moving
base.
out. All out. Let's move
No
out.
field base,
Waiting orders. Ready.
but there's that stuff.
Beginning short range fire.
Copy. Proceeding.
Orders received.
Yeah, that's an AA turret, I think.
Copy. Reporting. Target acquired. Commencing attack.
I copy.
Reporting.
Alright.
Order
E-webs.
acknowledged. Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, Commander.
Let's get over here.
Artillery online. Firing at will.
Can you reach that yet? No, you can't. Alright.
Moving out. Order, sir.
Spread out, man.
No, I'm not playing on Cruel right now.
Transport ready.
I'm not planning to go on Cruel on this one. It can be a Cruel GC as it is.
Juggernaut ready. Reporting. Ready. Right away. Copy that. Heading out. Ready. Going. Awaiting orders. Armed and ready. Ready. Armed and ready. Bombers standing by.
Alright. Field commence that. Whole point. Why did I even try?
Roger that.
Here, get over here so you can actually do stuff. I got so excited.
En route.
Moving to secondary position.
So the Lats have actually had some updates since the public releases. I forgot about this because it was like pretty soon after release. Where their weapons are a lot better set up now because they were kind of messy.
Let's go.
Aerial artillery.
So they'll actually be a lot more useful now.
Engines activated.
Hey, Matt. Thank you and happy birthday.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Virginia.
Ready. Ready to receive orders. Receiving orders.
So yeah, you can see it's actually firing those front lasers, and when it's in front of stuff, it'll actually fire the
Roger.
beams as well.
Comlink active.
Form up. Moving to target. Attacking now. Waiting for order acknowledged. Form up.
Roger that.
All right. Got there.
Bomber squadron reported.
Awaiting order.
Commence attack. Copy.
What else do you have here?
Engaged. Squad, move out.
Reporting.
What could it be?
Yes, sir.
Saluting me. Maybe without the structural, they'll retreat.
Roger that.
Because it's just some infantry, it looks like. Don't shoot the ground. Because, like, there's already going to be some SSDs coming around later. And that's going to be cool enough.
Squad, advance. Swamp speeder ready.
Warp speeder ready.
Form up. Moving to coordinates.
Heading out.
Transport.
Attack that target. Swamp speeder reporting. Yes, Commander. Moving. Fire. Copy.
Kill that.
Target, sir.
Get out of here. Are they... Did they build another field base over there? No.
Reporting. Fire at will.
Got him. I just asked a while ago, do you consider the Bellator a better SST than the Executor? I like it more because you still get like a huge amount of power, but it's a lot more maneuverable and compact. So you can support it better. I think it's more flexible,
Beginning construction.
and I value that in a ship. So I'd ship it. This is Deep Core Conflict. Okay, so we've kept them down to 3 each. Well, no, they're taking these planets, so. If we could take Empress Tita. Yeah, this is the latest build as of today, sort of.
Constructing unit. Constructing unit.
That. You.
Started.
We want you,
Building under
I guess.
construction.
Thanks, Techfish. I think we killed a victory frigate earlier on. It all blew up so fast while a bunch of stuff was pathing poorly, so I didn't really notice. Is the new build compatible with 3.0? No, major updates will never be compatible with older stuff. That's why we always warn people before a release happens. Because it's impossible to do major changes that are not going to break saves. We actually don't need to protect that anymore. Because Caecilius is not attached to evac, only sauce. Afraid to unpause. Alright, let's see what the stats have to say. 20%. Empire's 32. Independents are 44. Ariada's only 5%. I'm gonna gamble on it.
Tactical battle imminent.
There's a victory frigate.
Incoming!
Yeah, Empire's Harskinned.
Choose your reinforcements.
The updated victory. And there's another
Flank speed.
better victory as far as power goes.
Destination confirmed.
It looks much nicer
On
now.
our way. At your command. Target those lasers.
With many other model updates.
Helm ahead full.
All ahead.
Mr. Puerto Rican's texture and Saren's model.
Move order acknowledged.
And now it's dead. It's coming with the new update. Well, we're doing the back-end error reworks, which will not really change what you're seeing in-game, but will make it a lot easier for us to work with everything. We are doing a lot of model updates, some of which you've seen, the UI updates that you're looking at right now, some of the galactic planet spacing improvements, all that stuff. This music that you're hearing is just the tour soundtrack. It's not the in-game stuff, because there's some in-game stuff that uses like movie music, and that gets auto-claimed on YouTube, which is annoying. There's also a bunch of death clones that Rhino's been working on. So yeah, there's a big chunk of stuff. I'll probably do a kind of overview video soon, because we were planning on the scope being a bit smaller than it was, because the era stuff took a bit longer to get rolling. So it's probably worth doing a bigger overview.
As you wish.
Alright, can we please have a capital ship?
Unit cancelled.
No. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, I could do the bounty hunters.
Invasion commenced.
I'll do that soon. Maybe. Are you gonna change how eras are numbered, like making ISR 2, 3? Yep. So the sub-eras will all be considered their own era. Everything can be its own number, because like the display will be entirely whatever we want.
Reinforcements.
Moving to destination. Enemy units.
It can be a hard map when you're going up against a full stack. I really don't like the defensive spawns that are that close. It's my biggest problem with this map. Yeah, there's so little you can actually do on this map. It's just, you win, yes or no, you just get swamped. There's fuck all you can do at that point.
Construction complete.
Order acknowledged.
Right away.
It'd be better if there, like, weren't any defensive spawns near you. That'd maybe give you a chance to get out of the base. But
Reporting. Right away.
they start basically right there.
Awaiting orders.
Building under construction.
All right, men. Take
Choose
cover.
your reinforcements.
On the way.
They're in
Right
this
away.
direction.
On the way.
Fuck. Oh well. We didn't do a huge amount since the last stuff. Or since the last save. Shit. Did not get camp. That's what I'm really sad about. Well, we get Pterodok back.
Construction complete.
Fine.
Destination set.
Acknowledged. Tactical battle imminent. System lost. Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, I think we can kill Delvardis with this setup. New plans for adding further events, like for the Greater Maldrood or later down the line games. We're always looking to add more story stuff. It just, our focus has typically been on
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
like the scripting for the overall galactic framework and government mechanics, because while they're not the same things, it's the same kind of workload, like the Lewis scripting.
For the Empire. Commencing attack run.
TIE squadron. Bombers standing by. Target.
It could be the same people doing that work.
TIEs reporting in. Bomber squadron.
So generally our focus is on the government mechanics, and then events can tie into those.
Primary target.
But that is kind of the longer term kind of thing we want to do.
Ready for orders. Target the lasers.
Nowhere to go. Losing power.
Bombers at the ready.
Watch for enemy ships. Go after them.
Sir. Course set.
Regroup. Changing course to intercept.
Orders. Ready for command, sir.
I just want to make sure the heroes are safe.
Escort carrier standing by.
I'll pull you guys to the back as well.
Gunship
And
reporting.
then you can get back here. Ooh, the Mandalorians.
We're being targeted.
If I can just hit your engines, I'll be so happy.
Where are the others? Shield's almost gone.
I can't. But you are turning around, so
Batteries online.
Cover me now. Watch for enemy ships. Attack formation. Go
are
after
there any new ships in 3.1? Yes.
Weapons ready.
Some that I've already shown on the channel have included the current stuff.
Holding fire for
There's a lot of
maximum
redone ships as well,
Roger that.
but there will be like full rundowns of what's done later on.
Fire for maximum effect. Yes, sir. At your command.
We're being targeted.
Ready for battle.
Will there ever be a Yuzon Vong event? Yes. The Yuzon Vong will start as like invasion events, and then they'll turn into things you can play against, and then they'll become fully playable factions later, or a fully playable faction later.
They've destroyed our ion cannon. Direct fire at their laser cannon. Launching attack. Warm up. Attack position.
Down that.
The launch bay is gone.
Thank you for staying back here. I'm gonna help you, Mandalorians. You're my new friends.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
Come on. Lock weapons.
Awaiting orders.
It goes better if you all attack like different hard points. I'm not gonna
Fire at their laser cannon.
too angry at you, but
I've got them in my sights. Got him. Back around for another run. Excellent shot.
Copy.
Getting a lock.
Direct fire at their laser cannon. Awaiting orders.
alright. We'll help the Mandos.
I copy. Pressing the
We
attack.
do have to kill Desan, who's not Desan. There he is, little guy.
Target the engines.
Thinks these people.
I'm on them.
Reporting.
Stay in formation.
Awaiting
behind 'em.
instruction. Yes, Commander. Ready? Cruiser reporting. I copy. Bombs deployed.
Alright.
Targeting primary engine.
Thank you for waiting your turn, Arsk. You've made this a much easier thing for me.
Reporting. I have target
Well, the raid fleet's helped.
Hypervelocity gun available.
It's the same hardpoint targeting something the mod or fixed and came in. They attack whatever you tell them to attack, but
Closing on target. I have them now.
if you tell them to attack a ship, they're typically going to attack the closest hardpoint, and if they're far enough away, then that's going to be
Engaging the enemy.
batteries online.
similar for a group of ships. But you can spread them out, and spread out what you're talking about, or what you're telling them to do.
Where'd he go?
Initiating attack. Weapons ready.
Losing control.
Like, your damage,
Navigating to
your
coordinates.
potential damage output when you're microing by telling them to attack different hardpoints versus just letting them go is significant. There's a large delta there.
Your command.
And most people don't bother switching up the
Fire at their
hardpoints,
laser cannon.
but
I can't switch
that's
position.
not, no, you can't really
Where are the others?
change that.
Falling out of formation.
Ready for battle.
Because, like, they're gonna use whatever logic they use to attack the ships, and if they're all in similar situations, then
We're in attack position.
it's gonna be hard points in the same place. Like, if you leave them over the course of having told them to attack, they will eventually start doing different stuff, but there's not much you can do beyond that.
Invasion commencing.
Thank you, Market Marked Shamed, for the $1.50 donation. I don't know why I couldn't read that until I looked at the market, but And thank you again, Mark Ashamed, for the $20 donation. Very appreciated.
Reporting. Moving out.
Reading is hard.
Awaiting orders. Squad, move out.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates. Ready. Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright, we are going to save after this one.
Turret constructing.
Roger. Standing by.
Destination set.
Reporting in.
Yeah, we took this... We went in this time before the,
Constructing.
Juggernaut ready.
before the Empire got here.
Complete.
We've located the enemy.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Order acknowledged.
On my way,
Maximum
sir.
unit capacity.
Ready.
Roger that.
Get a repair there.
Constructing.
Awaiting
We're gonna go to
orders.
the sensor.
Lancet standing by.
Ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Target acquired.
Armed and ready.
Reporting. Commencing attack. Copy. All right, men. Take cover.
Construction
Commander.
complete.
Armed and ready.
Aerial artillery reporting. Engines activated.
Alright.
As you wish.
Oh, those infantry are screwed.
Proceeding.
Reporting in. Destination set.
APAT ready.
What are your
At
orders?
the ready.
Let's
Command
get back to the
received.
repair.
Armored transport ready.
Reporting.
Okay, leave it alone. Yes, leave it. This is a lot.
Reporting in.
At your command.
Orders acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
Roger that. Destination.
Oh god. Oh god. Thank you, David Law, for the $20 donation. Thank you for creating the mod. This is Empire War 2. Glad you enjoy it. Maybe someday we'll get a real Empire. Thank you, Grabnar, for the $20 donation. Happy birthday, EAW is my most played game. Thank you for all you and the team's hard work. 3.0 marked the start of my first cruel playthrough, and it's with Arrow 1 NR. Can't wait to see what else to take them on. Well, my condolences on your playthrough. My condolences on my army.
Yes, sir. Proceeding.
This is a mess. A high-value bombing run, though. Our entire ground force. Alright, kill it while it's leaving.
Moving out.
Orders, sir.
T2? Wow, that was, what, 2013?
Heading out. Destination ahead.
A long time. Now I'm 29.
Heading for attack position. Attack.
Get up the hill. I started this mod when I was, what, 14?
Keep going. Open fire. Brigade standing by.
Depressing.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
So depressing.
Yes, sir. This way.
I should have just let the Empire take the planet again, but
Report order
Lancet
acknowledged.
standing by. Over there. Engines activated. Fire at will. Cut through them.
I don't think that was actually going to spawn another AT-AT. But one of the things that went out, or no, I don't think it actually did ship,
Receiving orders.
was increasing the spawn time between, or the respawn time on garrisons.
Receive orders.
So,
Rolling out. Tank brigade ready.
they don't like die and then immediately come back.
Moving to secondary
Comlink
And
position.
I've liked that so far. I kind of want to increase
As
it.
you wish. Squadron moving out.
'Cause it's always so low.
Lancet proceeding. Command received.
It just doesn't feel like it's worth killing garrisons a lot of the time because they do just come back. Didn't want to do this. Doing this.
I have the target in sight. Awaiting orders. Lancet targeting. Attack position.
Reporting.
Awaiting orders. Reporting. Let's move out. I'll copy. Yes, sir.
You guys.
Ready. Let's go.
Unit destroyed.
Lancet standing by.
Oh, fuck.
Aerial artillery reporting. Ready for orders.
That's an AT-AT.
Ready. Right away.
Get up here then.
Ready to receive orders. Over there.
Do they have another advanced? No. That'd be the last AT-AT.
Engines activated. On my way. Comlink active. Receiving orders. As you
Kinda want to leave it.
Yes, sir.
Or
wish. Squadron moving out.
bomb it.
Fire.
The opposite.
Lancet proceeding.
Save the bombing run for it.
Fire.
Roger. Avoiding fire.
I need to change the adjust on the targets for that.
Command received.
All of our missiles just missed that.
Moving out. Heading out.
We have to wait.
Reporting in.
Shit.
Heading out.
Form up. Let's move out. On the way. Attack that target. Let's go. Attacking target. Brigade standing by. Awaiting orders.
Get over here. So we can just kill the AT-AT.
Ready for recon.
Form up.
Alright. We're going up here.
Let's move out.
I copy. Ready to move.
Victory point.
Ready.
Awaiting orders. Let's go. Copy.
So many losses.
Standing by.
I copy.
Thank you, Zed Games, for the $5 donation. Happy B-Day, Corey. Hope to see some Salacious Teas of Revenge soon. If you could make a mod for any other fiction, what would it be? Probably Halo. Because it's the one that I've...
Ready to go.
Like, it's the universe that I've made, or played, or engaged with the most. Halo and Stargate I really like. And I've worked on Halo stuff for Empire at War before, so I have some experience there at least. Okay. Oh, I think it's because there was a company there, or the capital, faction capital. Maybe. Yeah, because camp. That would make sense. If we go back to or just toss.
Tactical battle imminent.
Kill Pragi again. I fucked it up. Alright, I'll save in battle, then I'll save again out of battle. If it crashes,
There they are.
then we'll at least have the option to try the save. Your favorite of the Dark Force or Jedi games? I think I like Academy most. I like the combat in Outcast the most, but I don't know. Sometimes the campaign feels kind of in that. You've taken out Harsk, though it's still Vardis' turn.
Coordinates. Flank speed.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Coming about.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Destination confirmed. We're on our way. We'll be there shortly.
Hell, my head full.
Reinforcements
I love
cancelled.
strike cruisers. They're the best.
Location confirmed.
Moving. Maneuvering. Yes, sir. Move order acknowledged.
Ready for duty.
Yeah, I made a good chunk of models for Farseer's campaign commander mod.
Bomber squadron reporting.
I think it's my Warthog, my Mongoose, Hornet, the Seraph Bomber. I made an Elephant that was never released.
Course to intercept.
Understood.
Ready for orders. Bombers at the ready.
He did all the
Heading
infantry.
for attack
Rated
position.
infantry.
Roger that. Form up. Awaiting orders. Flank
Shield's almost
speed.
gone.
Coming about. Destination confirmed.
Orders, sir. Ready for command, sir. Advancing on target.
Copy. We're on our way.
Gun them down.
I don't know that I'll help again with it, because just so much to fucking do,
Awaiting
but
instruction. Yes, Commander.
Unable to shake them.
Awaiting orders.
it is a really good mod.
Go after them.
Ready. I'm on. Direct fire at their laser cannon.
Locking on.
Targeting at maximum firepower. Target those lasers.
Getting a lock.
Cruiser reporting. Direct fire at their laser cannon.
Target locked.
Let's get the medium octuples.
Direct fire at their laser cannon. Target those lasers.
We're being targeted.
Target sighted. Intercepting. Gunship reporting. Holding fire for maximum effect.
I've got him.
Cruiser on fire.
If you retreat, you know what? I'm okay with this. I don't care. I'm willing to take that win. No losses on our end. We'd be able to kill Prodigy pretty easily, but just I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not. I refuse. I'm done crying. Oh fuck, he's dead.
Planetary control achieved.
Fine. It's all fucking fine. This is Deep Core Conflict. See, we were already winning because my color stands out most on the Galactic map. So,
Building.
sorry, other
construction.
factions. Sucks to suck. One artillery. I don't think we need you anymore. Can I please have a bounty hunter? I don't Not enough money for a peony hunt. Joke. Arse has been killed. Destan has been killed. Me and Empire at 25 each. Ariado's at 13. 37 for Independent. See what the Empire's got. $14 there. 20 there. There'll be another Imperial.
Hiring bounty hunter.
That's a 99 now.
Artillery online.
And nothing there. Alright. Then we want 4 or 5 for that.
Vehicle in production.
Building under construction.
Go get that. Are they gonna attack camp? Seems like they kind of want to. I don't trust what's going on there. Get this fleet out of here, please. With your ground forces and your star destroyers.
The enemy is approaching.
I see through the lies of the devil. This is Harsk's force.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right away. Moving out. Heading out. Fall out. Let's move out.
Make my own sound effects for everything.
Navigating to coordinates.
My head full. Hell, my head.
Weapons ready. Targeting at maximum firepower. Attack. Fire. Advancing.
Maneuvering. Yes, sir. Moving to sector.
Full speed ahead. Open fire. Target those lasers. The launch bay is gone. Direct fire at their laser cannon.
Reinforcements canceled.
Engines are not
Sometimes, like,
attack formation.
yeah, they don't have the kite. They have.
What are your orders?
They're not gonna kite.
Blasted scum.
The ion cannons are inoperable.
Where to go?
Reinforcements canceled.
Where are the others? The shields almost
Ooh,
gone.
they. Yeah, that one's leaving. That one's leaving. That's good.
Target those lasers.
See if we can pull this back as well.
Charge laser cannons.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
Watch for
At
enemy
your
ships.
command.
All ahead. Move order
Ready
acknowledged.
for battle.
Hey, you are actually pretty full health and you're running away.
Regroup.
So, I don't know.
We're being targeted.
Ready to defend. Losing power. Direct fire
Intercepting.
at their laser cannon.
Your orders, sir.
I can't say I'm impressed with your cowardice back here. Red Fox, Blaze, Cerise, Ruby Flame. They're all going to be pretty different names because they're all starting forces. So those at least apply properly. But the name function has to be one of the most broken things in Empire at War. Like, it seems like it was an afternoon project during development from someone, and they didn't really think about the implementation very much.
Intercepting. Getting a lock on them. He's about to be
Right,
destroyed.
you have actually lived.
Eliminating target. Closing on target.
Cruiser reporting.
Can I pull you out that way?
Gunship reporting. Batteries online. We'll be there shortly. Right away. Moving out.
Sir, I've got him.
Thanks, Floyd.
Target locked. Excellent. He's headed your direction. I have them now.
Direct fire at their laser cannon.
Enemy forces.
Weapons ready.
Narrowing position.
Alright.
Fire at will.
Gunning around.
Heading out.
Again, switch position. I got one.
Attacking.
Locking on.
Oh, there's an IST coming back from there as well.
At your command.
Got him down.
So let's try to clean up these guys and not go too far out.
Your orders, sir.
Just gonna let ourselves get some shields back
Squadron standing
and get
by.
ready for that IST to come in.
Check them.
station.
Where'd he go?
Right.
Tightening up.
I'm losing.
Ready for
You
duel.
can't.
Where to run? Ready for battle. Course set.
Falling out of formation.
Taking him out.
Roger that.
Engaging the enemy. I'm on this
But
one.
tell me I'm wrong. Like, it seems like it was just a thing where one of them was like, "Hey, this could be a fun thing. Let's just make it pull from this and not think about how it's pulling from this, and then no one's gonna check how it's pulling from this."
Copy. Target those lasers. I copy.
Who's gonna build ships at different times? Why would we bother making sure things that aren't in the same queue? Why not use the same name?
Ready? Cruiser reporting. Gunship reporting.
Oh, they're leaving. Okay. Oh,
Construction complete.
this guy looks happy. General Noyles. Thank you, Luca and Sisbos. Okay, this is the Imperial capital. Or the Harsk's capital. I'm gonna save after that as well. World Devastator still available in TR? No. They'll be re-added later. We want to have them do like actual mechanical stuff rather than being ships that explode and explode other stuff. Get back there. If they do another patch for Empire at War, I kind of want to ask them, or I kind of just want to ask them anyway, like if there was, what the story was with the names. As far as I'm concerned, St. Patrick's Day tries to steal the thunder of my birthday, so I'm not obligated to care or wear about green. I usually do. No obligation there.
I'm ready for the hunt.
Alright, we got ourselves a Dengar.
Construction complete.
Nice stealthy Dengar. Alright, what are we looking at now? 27 for us, 16, 11, 43 for independent. Make it so they can direct ships paused. Unfortunately, no, we can't change that behavior. Honestly, like the way the ship names are currently, it's almost not worth having. Like if it were random, if it were just like random pick from the file, that would be much better than what's there currently. Because the way they have it sequentially reading it, like it doesn't make much sense to do it that way. Thank you, Pause, for the $3 donation. Appreciate it. I think that would be a more difficult thing to implement than what Petroglyph would be looking to do, or like trying to make stuff paused. It's not just sequential; it's sequential on the same planet. So I think it's in the same planet. Like if you build If I built 5 of these guys, I don't think they have names. Let's say I built 5 of these guys here, 5 of these guys there. I think it does it sequentially on each planet from the first 5 in the list. And then if you get through the first, like if one builds and you queue up another one, I think it'll jump back to the top of the list. So it's kind of weird. It might be that's queued up currently. I'm not sure if it is per planet. I haven't paid enough attention to figure that out. Or I knew it before but forgot. Well, the ships keep their names forever. So it does, like, you're going to have the same ship be the same name the whole time, which is great. But if you... But, like, it doesn't take into account what's around when it's naming the new ones, which is fine as well, because that would get messy. There'd be a lot more to take into account there. But the way that it does any of it, like, I really think that true, like, just random would have been better than how it does it. It's gonna use the shortest faction to be in TR since they were added. Like, in for the least amount of time? They were in for longer than the CSA has been. Because the CSA has only been around for a year. The Duskin League had like 6 years, of 5 or 6 years in.
Constructing. Beginning construction.
Yeah, like, I was shocked at how much they actually did in the last patch. And I would really caution anyone against expecting that scale of patch to happen again, even. But even then, like, the kind of stuff they were doing was relatively easily exposed by them, rather than like digging in deep and changing the changing anything that's super buried or hard to get to. Move or up the limit of trade routes a GC can have the next. I mean, you can already have a lot. It's just a character tag limit. Steam's higher than the others. If you have shorter names, you can do more. That's why we had to cut some of the GCs from earlier GOG and disc releases, because they were sad. I don't know, like, I'm staying on pause because I'm afraid that bad things will happen if I don't. AC Christmas. Yeah, I'm not sure when we're gonna do those, because that seems like the kind of thing we're trying to mix in different stuff rather than go in any predetermined order. We're typically trying to stay like moving forward chronologically from where we started, but then jumping back for some of the other stuff. But it's taken us a month to get to the episode for Victory's Price, so we'll see, because I feel like that'd be the kind of thing that we work into doing like right after another kind of higher profile thing. Maybe around the time that we do like Starfighters of Adamar or something. Why don't Ariato and Maldrood trade routes show them the faction color? Like, yeah, so there's only the... It basically takes the Underworld color. So we just went with white. It's one of the things that is limited by Empire at War, weirdness. It's the same kind of situation as the UI. Thanks, Mr. Delusion. Okay, I haven't done anything in like 20 minutes now. Really should be. Let's get rid of one of you so that we can have an advanced vehicle factory. And
Training soldiers.
there. Thank you, James Grant, for the $6 donation. Happy birthday, Corey. Appreciate it. If we can take Empress Tata, split them up. Alright, you know what? We're doing that.
Tactical battle imminent.
It's Praji.
The enemy has
Wait,
been
are we doing that? No, maybe we'll just go straight to Prakith. And we'll save Empress Tita for later. On
Choose your
ground.
reinforcements.
flank speed. Coming about. Destination confirmed. We're on our way. We'll be there shortly. Right away. Moving out.
Increase the flank.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Ahead full.
Carrick en route.
Holding fire for maximum effect. Direct fire on those torpedo tubes.
Where are the others? Shields
Alright, you guys stay on him. You guys move to the ISD.
He's coming around.
Yes, sir. Move order acknowledged.
And I think
Engines to full.
Engines are
the...
malfunctioning.
I don't know, I kind of want more shipyards. And by shipyards, I mean I want to actually build a capital ship at some point.
Our launch bay has been destroyed.
We don't have any. That makes me sad.
Reporting.
Batteries online.
Not that sad, like, I'm doing okay. Not as sad as I was.
Attack formation.
Oh, that's rough, Cad. Have fun.
Go after the straggler.
Bye. Thank you, Titanium Dragoon Neo, for the $25 donation. Here's an excuse to give money since I often forget you have Streamlabs.
Returning to your position.
Appreciate it.
What are your orders?
I do have
I'll
Streamlabs.
take care of this. Getting a lock. Target locked. Excellent shot.
They don't seem to have a hypervelocity gun, so we can sit here. Thank you, Triplicet. Nah, 3 coal. Those look great. Especially considering how fast you learn that stuff.
Reporting.
Switch. Yeah.
Tactical battle imminent.
You picked up texturing super fast.
Enemy unit sighted.
Yeah, Josh. Basically, there are tag limits or like character limits within those tags in the GC setup stuff.
Heading out.
So if you delete even like just spaces, you'll get a bit more out of it. You'll be able to fit a bit more. If you use shorter, just like trade route names, you'll get a bit more. Because like Empire's End approaches the limit-ish, or approach the limit-ish, but we can shorten it by just removing some of the extra spaces, not having them indented. Yeah, it's
Engaging the enemy.
a limitation, but it's not the worst limitation.
Moving to sector. Maneuvering. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements canceled.
Target those lasers.
Victorious.
The TR team made custom destroyed ship animation. Yes. 1.0 actually had everything with really bad death clones, but Rhino has gone through and done a bunch for some of the newer stuff, like the Golans, which we've seen a few times in this one, the Bellator, some of the Empire of the Hand ships, Recusant, Providence. There are a bunch that he's gotten through pretty quickly, and that are showing up in
Construction.
the next version.
Proceeding.
Order acknowledged.
On my way.
Reporting.
Alright, this is a relatively safe take for us.
Order, sir.
Yeah, this is
Reporting. Choose your
New Kraketh map by Keel Hall.
Reinforcements canceled. Over there.
I wish I'd waited and got more credits.
Heading out.
Moving out. Awaiting order.
Satisfying seeing
Advancing.
Keystone blow up, excuse me. Some nice random cloud cars he added in using the bird logic.
Moving. Look, sir, it's them. Changing course. Ready. Squad, move out. Base is under attack. Yes, sir. Roger. Reporting in. Squad, advance. Move out. Right away. Moving to destination. Running out. Target confirmed. Ready.
Might want to wait until we have something a bit heavier for this. Unless they're going for the Jedi. I think we can actually fight this out. They have a lot of structures, but some are just tax agencies, so if we can hold on. I did really want some money so we could get like field bases and turrets and all that. But I think we can still do this. The KOTOR soundtrack is just the streams. There's a bunch of different music that was added, but I don't use the base game stuff while streaming and recording because or like the actual mod stuff, because there's some movie music in there, and that gets auto-claimed.
Right away.
Support order acknowledged.
I don't actually know if we use KOTOR sounds in-game, but at least for Revan's Revenge, we definitely will. People are talking bot skills, so you may need to refresh or something. Jesus. Thank you, Gabriel, for the $200 donation. Double-decker ISD bribe.
Warm up.
Thank you very much. Now I feel much less bad about buying Harley's for yesterday.
Commencing bombing run. Target locked. Providing backup.
I don't know if it's enough for a double-decker ISD, though. I don't know if there is enough for a double-decker ISD.
Come on, man, this way.
My morals are not for sale.
Lead the way.
Which faction would you say has the strongest ground units? Anyone with the A6 has the strongest individual ground unit. AT-AT is really nice. Like, the New Republic, I feel, has the most
Go. Keep going.
well-balanced ground units. Not as in, like, everything else is unbalanced, but, like,
Copy.
the most
I copy. Moving to that area, sir.
effective in diverse ways.
Spread out, man. Heading out. There they are.
Unfortunately, character models are hard to make, Matt, so I think the limit was the R-Wing.
Order acknowledged. Yes, Commander.
Oh, they got a police speeder back here, just waiting to pull out and pull us over. It's not good. Got a speed trap there, so get up there and help the infantry.
In attack position. Moving out. Roger that. Heading out.
Reporting. Engines active.
This isn't how I'd ideally want to play the ground battle, especially for the first time on a new map that Keelhaul put a lot of work into. Unfortunately, I don't have very many ground units and I have nothing to repair.
Orders.
Does limit my possibilities a little bit. I think I can hit both of these. I was just off a little bit.
Yes, sir. Cut through them. Squadron moving out. Method proceeding.
There an AA turret somewhere around here? No. Civilians.
Targeting.
Let's kill that.
Blast them out. And received.
What dumb spam. Okay, so no one saw that, but there's just a message block that was really dumb.
Copy. Initiate attack run.
How do you not expect that to get blocked? Anyone recommend a texturing program? Photoshop works, and it's how you used to have to do all of it. But the best program to texture in is Substance Painter. It is not free. You can either buy a license or a monthly thing, but if you really want to get into texturing, it's kind of
Let's go.
thing to do.
Going.
Unit destroyed. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Yeah, we could bomb Darth and dead dude's Necropolis. just... I still need to kill some of this stuff. Not a structure.
Commencing bombing run.
They have some SD6s and stuff.
Choose your reinforcements.
Here, let's get Dengar.
Copied.
All out. Artillery online. Beginning.
Smash that.
Bombardment available.
Let's move out.
Over there. Course set. Changing course. Pushing forward. Bombing run.
Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck.
Reporting.
Unit destroyed.
Initiate attack run.
Alright, I do need to kill you
Firing it.
on that.
Yes, Commander.
Honestly, the way that you texture in Substance Painter, which is the standard way to texture now, is so different from a lot of stuff at this point. Like, Blender does have some built-in texturing tools, and there's some stuff like Quixel. I don't know if Quixel is free, but like you could try the Blender texturing tools, look up tutorials for that, and it'll be somewhat similar, but like doing it in GIMP or Photoshop is just so different from how texturing typically works now, compared to what it was back in the day, that it's hard to recommend. Quixel is free?
Defeated. System control achieved.
Alright, Kraketh, another world for us. Yeah, like Blender is more different, but it's Blender, so I'm sure there's a trillion tutorials that are available and very good for it. Because Blender, there's so many tutorials for it. Let's get some TIE crawlers ourselves. Mementos, actually, it is. But it might be just
Construction complete.
claiming to be neutral without actually being neutral.
System control achieved.
Free planet for Corey. Everything is coming up milk.
Beginning
Report.
Construction. Construction complete. Tactical battle imminent.
No, thank you. Hey, no, thank you. Thanks, Jimmy. A resource situation. Okay, we're good for a while. Don't have a navy. The Empire kind of has a navy.
Construction going ready. Building started. Constructing.
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 All right. I want all the. All that stuff. All the credits. Here's asking. I heard X saying something about the Assurance on Revenge about a year ago. What happened with that? It's still coming eventually. It's just not a very high priority thing. I started it a long time ago because it started as a commission, or it was going to be a commission, but then decided against that and still working on it for the mod. But it is like lower priority than pretty much everything else, while still being a significant amount of work. Just hasn't been at the top of my list for a while.
Setting course.
Construction complete.
When's the new Tap Cap coming to Spotify? We haven't recorded an episode in a couple weeks.
Moving out.
Moving to coordinates.
Ek's been sick,
Construction.
so
Constructing.
we haven't done it since late February, because Ek was sick for the March 2nd one, and then we were talking about whether we'd be able to do it this week, but rather than announce it and then possibly have to cancel,
Unit in
we
production.
decided we'll just schedule it for next week. I don't know why I thought that would be better.
As you wish. Construction complete.
Construction complete.
Constructing unit. Unit in production.
Again. I'm gonna try to take down the shipyard,
Tactical battle imminent.
but we don't have to worry about too much coming at us at once.
Inbound.
Yeah, I can build some tax collection facilities. Thanks, Spooky Ghost.
Choose your reinforcements.
Coming about. Destination confirmed.
Raid.
Reinforcements
We're on our
canceled.
way. We'll be there shortly. Right away. Moving up.
Ahead full.
At your command. Ready for battle. Let's go.
Move order acknowledged. Carrick en route.
I'm on this one.
Awaiting
You can get out of there.
Under control.
Reporting in. Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Like, it won't stop them from getting any story-based spawns, but it will mean that they support those with less. What faction's gonna get the Assertor? The Ariado Authority.
Roger that. Target those lasers. They're in attack position. This way. Warm up. Target sighted. Awaiting orders.
Which is part of why it got delayed as much as it did, because Ariado was being cut, so it's like, I'm gonna make this, and then it's unclear where it's actually gonna get up, or gonna end up. But it doesn't need to be cut anymore, so makes that easier.
Watch him. He's coming
Target
over.
those lasers.
Intercepting. He won't be around much
All
longer.
those bay have been destroyed.
Target critical.
Targeting at maximum firepower. I copy. Direct fire at their laser cannons. Reporting. Open fire.
Alright,
Awaiting
are we gonna lose
instructions.
you because I got
Target
impatient?
those lasers. Attack that target. The launch
Maybe.
bay is gone.
I got him.
Direct fire at their laser cannons.
Destroyed.
Attacking target. Yes, Commander.
Rip Paradox.
Fire at will. Target those lasers.
Oh, and the Havens showed up.
I'll take care of this.
Handy.
He's headed your direction. We're being targeted. Narrowing position. Squad, move in. Commander, they're hitting us.
How old am I today? I am 29.
Almost gone. Rolling out of order now. Tightening up.
Ready?
Let's finish it.
Shit, another one spawned.
Attacking.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
Losing control.
Substance painters. Yeah, there's some YouTube tutorials for substance painters.
Reporting.
They do a lot of their feature things as YouTube tutorial videos and stuff.
Able to shake them.
Direct fire at their laser cannon. Batteries online.
Hellion is now the rightful leader of the Empire. All the warlords are dead. It had to happen.
Enemy forces. I have them now. Intercepting. We won't be around much
Target
longer.
those lasers.
Taking them out.
Yes, sir.
Engaging the enemy.
Targeting. At your command. Firing. They've destroyed our turret.
Disabled.
I'm on this one.
Cannons are inoperable.
How to get the models and stuff like that? Yeah, you'd have to make them in Blender or something.
Coming around. I got him. He's about to be destroyed.
There are some that you can just find on the internet if you want to play with
Laser cannons.
just texturing stuff. And use Blender with the Alamo importer to grab mod ones. Practice with those.
Construction complete. Right away.
Oh, they did it again. They played with my heart.
Tactical battle imminent.
Hehe. Nice try. How's it work for the modeling? For the TR team, someone sends over a model, then you texture it? Yeah, so we have some people who just do models, some people who just do textures, some who do both. Like, I'll usually texture my own models. Saratul does a lot of the models, and then someone else will texture them.
All out. Let's move out. Let's go.
So we have, like, a whole repository of all of our models, and
Awaiting your command.
as they get done, they'll go between different people to get someone will model it, and usually they'll UV it, then someone will texture it, then someone will rig it, then someone will code it.
Target those lasers. Roger that.
In some cases, that'll always be the same person, or that'll all be the same person rather,
Form up.
where like
Attack.
when I'm doing my models, because I model, texture, rig, code, and do all that, sometimes I'll leave the coding to someone else.
Waiting order. Pressing the attack.
But it all depends. What do you think of KOTOR 2? No, you haven't watched that yet? I love KOTOR. Like, Saratul does a fuck ton of modeling, but he doesn't texture, so a lot of us who do modeling and texturing have been just scrambling to keep up with Saratul's modeling backlog for all the stuff that needs textures. There's dozens of models we have that we're just sitting on, waiting to be able to texture. How would modeling work? Blender, yeah. Most of us use Blender now. I used to use Wings 3D, then I started using 3ds Max, but Blender is probably, if you're getting into modeling, it's probably the best thing to do. It's free, it is super well documented, it's updated all the time, it's becoming used as kind of like an industry standard kind of thing. It's, yeah. It's almost not worth picking up a different program, especially for like hobbyists where
Building under construction.
3ds Max and Maya are so
Beginning
expensive.
construction.
Like there's basically no reason to bother.
Beginning construction.
The AT-AT. You ever deal with burnout from modding AW for so long? Yes. There were Mothma 1 outside in the galaxy. There were a couple years where, like from 2012 to 2014, we were primarily working on Ascendancy, and Empire, like, Grudge Revenge got updated just by virtue of the fact that we had the assets.
Building under
So
construction.
we were just plugging them in. And then after 2014, there was like, we started working on 2.2, and that took 4 years to make because we weren't working on it that much. We were just occasionally doing some stuff, but
Destination.
it wasn't really a focus for any of our lives. That was when I was like working at McDonald's. Just home, sleep. ETAT, we have TIE crawlers. Do want more stormtroopers over there.
Transmission received.
Complete. Training soldiers.
Construction complete.
Intelligence reports sightings of a new super star destroyer. It would seem that the question of where all Delvardis resources have been going has been.
Reporting.
There's Night Hammer.
Invasion commencing.
What guitar do I have? I have a Strat and a Martin over there. And I have an Epiphone over there. And a TAC as well.
Reporting.
So TAC and Martin are acoustic.
Awaiting orders.
Epiphone and Strat
Ready.
are electric.
Let's go. Choose your reinforcements.
On my way, sir.
Reinforcements en route.
Moving to destination.
Yeah, so when we did the station conversions, some weird stuff happened. And ended up having to cut the Visfia, like the Empire of the Hands unique stuff,
Roger.
to just slot in the Imperial stuff temporarily. But the Brask and Visfia have new models, so next time you see them, they will be
Reinforcements.
fresh.
Yes, sir. On my way.
How does making the character models work? Character modeling is very difficult. That's the thing where you definitely want to look up and play tutorials. You can sculpt them, or you can model them like with more standard subdivision modeling. It's one of the harder things. It's something that we're super lacking on. Inertial is great at it. Bob's pretty good at it. I'm okay with it. Like, I did a lot of the Fall of the Republic hero models and stuff, like Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Roger that.
For that, I also had like references from Battlefront 2 open right next to it.
Moving out.
Right away.
Awaiting orders. Yes, Commander. As you wish, General.
Awaiting orders.
Like, Inertial is really fucking good at sculpting.
Ready. Right away.
My favorite thing about Empire War, it's definitely the best job I've ever had. I don't know, I like the games like Empire War and Total War with like the map progression and everything
I copy.
for GC. Without GC, like, I don't think I'd be an Empire War skirmish player for years. I do enjoy skirmish, but it definitely wouldn't have grabbed me the same way that Empire War as it is with Galactic Conquest is.
Armored transport ready.
Kinda sad I don't have
Moving out.
Repair station constructed.
bombing runs with this. I only put a VST in. It doesn't have any bombers.
Move out. Right away, sir. Squad, advance.
Thanks, no you.
Reporting in. Heading up.
Order acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Who's in on that? For the hand base stations cost 5 times as much as the other faction. Do they? Maybe something got copied over wrong when I did those changes in live? I don't think. They're not supposed to. They do.
Open fire. Move out.
Roger that. Cannon charge. All out.
I don't end up playing the live version very much, and station changes were made just in live.
Right away.
Should just be like I think they just got the other ones. Yeah, I didn't like Blender initially,
Battalion standing by.
but it's so much better than using a 12-year-old version of 3DS or 15-year-old version of 3DS Max for rigging from Part War, so that's nice. And I really wish I could use it for Sins, because it'd be so much better than I really wish I could use it for Sins, because the XSI module is terrible. Thank you, Shift. $10 donation. Happy birthday. Thanks to you and your team for all Star Wars Live stuff. Well, thank you. Here, you guys do that. You guys do this.
Copy. Let's go.
Bombardment
Heading
available.
out. Awaiting destination.
Come over here and kill the infantry. Do you want to release patch notes for the updates? I was trying to find out what's changed for 3.0, but can't find it easily. Yeah, I did an overview video for the major version releases, and the Steam workshop page has a lot of stuff in the change notes tab. Whether one struggles to finish their GC, how long would it take to become proficient at Blender and or texturing? The end parts of Galactic Conquest can be kind of a drag. We do want to do stuff to address that. I think over the last few versions it has become like more consistently fun throughout, which is nice. So we're headed in the right direction with that, but especially with some of the events and stuff, we want to make them have different stuff to work towards. Make finishing off the last few planets a bit more engaging. But as far as becoming proficient with 3D modeling and texturing, like it depends on how much time you put into it, how many other related skills you may have, or sometimes there is an element of just like how quickly you pick it up.
Changing course. Attack that target.
Some people do learn it really fast. For others, it can take longer to pick up. Yeah.
Awaiting orders. Moving out. I copy. Keep going.
I don't think like just buffing units belonging to a weaker faction like that would go over super well. I feel like people would typically end up just getting kind of bored or frustrated, just want to end later, because like they're not getting a good fight out of that. They're not getting an interesting fight out of that. It's just like, oh, I've basically won sooner. Most people would probably just quit sooner because it's just going to become like unfair fights against you. Because like if there's a big fleet left on a planet, still people are still more likely to want to do that battle. But changing the stuff that can happen as you approach that can be, I think, a more interesting way to do it. still having to build up more because you're preparing for later game events. Because, like, we won't necessarily keep so that you always have to get every single planet. Like, there will be the ability to declare victory earlier. If people want to do that, then it'd be open to them. But, and, like, ideally want to keep fights engaging enough that they do still have something around, or they'd still have a reason to fight them later. But I don't think we'd make it so that it's just stronger units. Saturday AW, but I can never seem to be able to find mods of my description. I mean, it depends what you're looking for. Like, there's not many non-Star Wars mods, so if you're looking for something that's not Star Wars, that'd be definitely harder to find than other stuff.
Constructing.
Construction complete. Constructing. Reporting.
Get another tax collection there.
Reporting.
Construction.
Ariata can
complete.
build A6s.
Construction complete. Reporting. Construction complete.
The new UI and profile pictures will make unique icons for the factions. There's not really anywhere in-game to use unique icons. There's the one place that they used to show up on the UI, but those were indexed in a way that you can't change, so you can't have unique ones for everyone. There's the skirmish stuff, which we do try to do unique stuff for, but for a lot of the Imperial factions, like the Warlord Zinj and Maldrood and Ariadu, they'd probably still just be using the Imperial icon in universe. So anything that would have unique icon, make icons for that. But on the Galactic level, it doesn't really do anything. And we're not going to go out of our way to invent some for factions that would probably not have been using a unique one. Have you made any mods? I am the lead developer of this one, in Fall of the Republic. Alright. See you, Aiden. Thanks for watching. Good luck. And you too, Nicholas. Hey, Sinclair. In blue. Night Hammer Assault's gonna be a bit difficult. Right, don't have any vision on that anymore.
Unit in production.
At least making a decent amount of money now.
Complete.
How far is it to Revan's Revenge? We're still in the relatively early phases of that. We are trying to focus more on getting the units done for that. But one of the nice things with how we develop the mods is that the framework applies to all of them, so the general setup and mechanics and everything applies to everything. When we make a change in one place, unless it's a very mod-specific change, it applies to everything. So it's always a bit farther... hammer.
Building cancelled.
So it's starting from a better position.
Tactical battle imminent.
Hmm. Well, we're definitely auto-resolving.
System lost. started.
What do they have on the ground here? Okay, that's actually
Tactical battle imminent.
cool. You did what I want. Go into my trap.
AT-AT ready.
Tactical battle imminent. System control achieved.
Beginning construction.
Now we can take the Caecilius. Maybe. That's an A6. Yeah, we can do that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Aekialis, whatever. Is there an SSD with Greater Maldrood? They have access to the Ballader.
They're in this direction.
Choose your reinforcements.
We gotten started on Ahsoka's body yet? No.
We're on our way. We'll be there shortly. Right away. Moving out.
My art priorities right now are personally in some of the Revan's Revenge stuff.
Reinforcements canceled.
So the Paladin,
To your position.
and I've been doing a few other textures. So I've got a laptop in the living room that
Targeting at
I
maximum firepower.
started doing some modeling on.
On target.
So that's where I'm working on the Paladin for Revan's Revenge. The Paladin, it'll get a different name. But down here, I'm just trying to pick up some of the backlog of untextured models we have laying around. Ahsoka's body will be relatively difficult for me to do, so I'm kind of hoping someone else does it. A good place to learn to do EW modding. I have a playlist where I've done a few like basic tutorials. You just need basically like a pad. There's not a lot to it to get started.
I'm on this one.
Destination set.
Construction complete.
Copy that.
Hmm. All right.
Invasion commencing.
Where did I learn? Yeah, it's all self-taught, pretty much, or looking at stuff other people on the team have done.
Choose your reinforcements.
Awaiting orders. Moving to that area, sir.
On my way, sir.
I didn't like go to school for it or anything. I took a programming class in high school, but that was about it. Pretty much everything I've learned has just been from looking at what's there and looking at internet tutorials for certain things, for like modeling and texturing,
Sensor node constructing.
fucking around with stuff, just
Proceeding to target. On my way, sir.
trying to get a feel for it.
Armor transport ready.
Construction complete.
Another
Awaiting orders.
build pad over here.
Copy.
Reporting in.
The A6s having hard points does make them a lot more manageable.
Repair station constructing.
Reporting.
Happy with that. Oh, this is even better than what I was looking for.
Roger that. Form up.
I'd prefer you didn't get stuck on
Yes,
that.
Commander. Orders, sir.
Enemy forces ahead.
Construction complete. Captured.
Attack that target. Attacking target.
Awaiting your orders.
Alright, just get out of there, because they're gonna try to kill you. Well, you're gonna die anyway. I don't care. I don't care. Ah,
Target acquired. Reporting. Walker moving out. Moving to coordinates. Yes. Yes.
God damn it. This is really bad. Please heal.
Weapons armed. Walker moving to attack. Targeting at maximum fire.
Copy.
God, without those, we're screwed. Okay. For the proton missile before another round gets off. We might be okay here. We got it. It lived. Well, it kind of lived. God damn it.
Ready for command.
Damn you, Lancets. What are they healing on? Did they take my idea? No. They didn't. Hey, Matt. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Scouting. We'll back you up. Yes, sir. Let's move out.
I just want the vision.
Right away.
On the move.
Reinforcements en route.
Attacking target. Target acquired.
Roger. Reporting in.
No, it's dead. You bastards. Killed it instead of...
Destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Roger that. Keep going.
Destroyed.
Form up.
Okay.
Order acknowledged.
We get into the base then?
Heading out. Heading out. Roll out. Let's move out. Always ready, sir. On my way. I'll copy. Let's go.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Reporting. Keep going.
Let's see if we can get around. I don't think they're going to have any AA turrets on the way.
Target locked. This way. Following your lead. Over there.
Unit
Rolling out.
destroyed.
Moving out. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Moving to position.
Not in.
Moving.
Nope. We were so close.
Right away.
Getting the other advanced factory would have been nice.
Unit destroyed. Tactical situation.
Can't always get what you want.
Retreat suggested.
We got the Juggernaut. We got 2 structures. We lost every other ground unit we have. We should be able to produce
Constructing
faster.
Training troops.
They're stacked. Oh, they're not
Construction
stacked.
complete.
Reporting.
Building started.
Spaceport.
Building under construction.
Super
Construction
velocity
reporting.
gun. If they don't think they can take the planet, they won't attack. So that's helpful.
Departure set. Reporting.
But Thanks, Vaughn.
On the way.
Oh, I should save. Like, I want to take Achilles, then we'll focus on the Empire as we build up enough to attack Tsita with that.
Receiving orders.
Reporting. Unit in production.
The stars are really annoying in the core.
On my way, sir.
Well, they got another structure. Or they got two structures back there.
Construction complete.
Construction complete.
Oh, they just built... built tax facilities. That's easier to fight.
Commencing.
No garrisons, just whatever... Or, yes, garrisons from the structures, but no built units. That's better for us. Dengar can go and grab that.
Order acknowledged.
You guys are going to go over to this structure. We're going to hold on here. Here we go.
Yes, Commander. This way. Over there. Ready. Attack.
Sadly, that is just the tax agency,
Yes, Commander.
but that makes sense.
Reporting. Fallout troops.
Thank you, new watchers, for the £5 donation. Happy birthday, Corey. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Lancet
Shit.
standing by. Aerial artillery reporting. Fire. Ready for orders. Engines
I
up.
think for once we're actually kind of on track to meet my
Move out.
prediction for how long that one of these will take.
Engaging.
Okay, that's an AA turret. We don't want to fly past that. No other AA turrets around here, though. Right? Unless that would... Nope, it's not an AA turret.
Ready to receive orders. Receiving orders.
So we should be able to fly through there.
As you wish.
Straight up to
Squadron
these.
moving out.
Come on, you can make it. Nice.
I have the target in sight. Lancet proceeding. Lancet targeting.
You guys can do that.
Yes, Commander. Walker moving to attack.
Can you hit this from here? No. Alright, just hold the bridge then.
Ready.
You're gonna go assist.
Comlink active. Heading for attack position.
Affirmative, sir. Armor ready.
I really miss our artillery. Dengar. Over here. Is this infantry? All infantry? Yeah. It's gonna be your problem then.
Attack. Open fire. Attack the target. Command received.
Fly away. Stay
Right
away
away.
from the AA, TAA.
Attacking target.
No,
Fire at will. Form up.
that wasn't a good song. I'm sorry.
Run
Let's go.
available.
Yes, Commander. Commencing bombing run.
Awaiting orders.
Alright. Your job, should you choose to accept it. Which you have no choice, because this is an RTS. You can't decide not to do what I tell you.
Unit destroyed.
Copy.
Yes, Commander.
I copy. Cut through them. Moving out. Heading out.
Ready. Keep going.
Alright. Achilles is ours.
System control achieved.
So they are probably going to want to attack Sauce Beacon. Which they could do, they could win, but then we'd be able to take Ida. Get out of there.
Beginning construction.
But this does mean
Building started.
get more money.
Beginning construction. Tactical battle imminent.
Vanguard does have a ship, but
Tactical battle imminent.
twice. Thank you, code user. This is Thrawn's Revenge.
Blast them!
How you doing, code?
Roger that. Form up. Instructions received.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what they have at Oda City.
Engines activated.
I was gonna check those later.
Receiving.
Once the Empire's dead, then
Location plotted.
see how we're doing. Go after Oda City and then pick up Night Hammer. Why do the map and UI look so funny? The map may look funny because of the thing where icons, or where the stars respawn. That's always been around, but UI looks funny because it's been redone. I don't know if funny's the right word.
AT-AT ready.
You need more food. Thank you, Hints. You were very helpful.
Building cancelled.
Start getting revolts before anything.
Construction complete. Beginning construction.
Building under construction.
Right.
Construction
We
complete.
want our last set
Vehicle in
of triple
production.
probes. Oh yeah, the Sentinels were redone in the last few months. Not super new, but pretty new.
Constructing
Construction
unit.
complete.
Constructing unit.
No revolts. We're gonna have. I think we're super low on it. Yeah, it's not a minus yet. It's just we're even between the two.
Construction complete.
Homework.
Vehicle in production. Construction complete.
63. What do we got on the ground there? This is an easier ground assault, but a harder space assault. Not that hard. Maybe we'll go do that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, I had no choice, but... Thank you, person.
The enemy is approaching.
Jack doesn't call me names, he calls Charlie names.
Let's move out. Let's go. Navigating to coordinates.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Increase the flank.
Reinforcements
Move
cancelled.
order acknowledged. Moving to sector. Maneuvering.
Reporting. Awaiting instructions.
We do have to be slightly careful of the
Ion engine
defenses the
We
shipyards
already
have.
have waited.
They're not like super powerful or anything, but if you approach them when you're dying, you would be at risk of losing a VST if it's got like no shields or anything.
Yes, Commander. Target those lasers.
Or if it goes up against it
Ready?
alone.
Target sighted. Cruiser reporting. Gunship reporting.
Right, just kidding.
Batteries online. Weapons ready. Yes, sir. Coming about. Destination confirmed. At your command. Ready for battle. Holding fire for maximum effect. Targeting at maximum firepower. Direct
them.
fire at their laser cannon. Holding fire for
Weapons,
maximum
power to
effect.
weapons. You guys all go in now.
under control.
Reporting in. Ready for duty. The missile launchers are the primary target. Attack. Targeting at maximum firepower. Roger that. Warm up.
How different are VST2s versus Crimson VSTs? They are not different at all.
Engines are gone, sir.
They're red. That's a pretty big difference. But that is the difference between them.
Open fire. I copy. Ion cannons are our primary target.
There's no like functional difference between them.
We're on our way. Awaiting
He's coming around.
Yes, Commander. Commander's at the ready. Ready to destroy those.
Fighters attack.
I have them now. I'm on them. Ready? Coming around.
Returning to your position. I'll take care of this.
Attack that target. Attacking target.
Getting a
Alright, see if we can keep everything together for that next ISD coming in. Aren't Crimson stronger anyway? Nope.
Gunship reporting.
They weren't made as some like elite unit. They were made because of a material shortage. So there's,
Pursuing enemy.
if anything, it would be like a different hull strength, but not like
Eliminating
there's no reason to believe the hull strength did end up being any different even based on that.
Holding fire for maximum effect. Taking fire. Fire at will. Attacking.
Like
Reporting in.
they weren't really a special thing. They were just a thing.
Roger that.
Wow. Plagus wished me a happy birthday?
engaging the enemy.
Awaiting.
That's pretty epic.
He won't be around much
Primary
longer.
engine system is
I'm on
down.
this one.
Thank you, Revan.
Under control. Target critical.
Where'd he go? Targeting. Direct fire at their
Watch
laser
him.
cannon.
He's coming around.
I copy.
How easy would it be to convert standard ISD textures to red?
I got him.
Those
Pretty easy.
This.
Direct fire
Open it
at
in
their
Photoshop, convert it. Or open Terex texture and save it as the ISD texture.
Awaiting instructions. Firing. Full speed ahead. Yes, Commander. Moving into
You're too weak. You're too weak.
Scopes are jammed.
They have been escorting the bombers, Bob. Like that's working really well.
Garrett Commander here.
Haven't had too many bomber-oriented fights
Turbo laser batteries have been
against any of them yet. But like you can,
ready.
Bob did do a lot to improve the AI unit grouping.
Target. Where are the others? Shields almost gone.
Cruiser reporting.
Watch for enemy shields.
It'll be a lot more impactful against like the Republic and once
Formation.
Range's proving grounds get merged.
Pursuing enemy forces. Taking them out.
Gunship reporting.
Engaging the
Launching
enemy.
attack.
Alright, we got one more ISD coming in.
On this one.
Attack position.
I got it.
Right away.
He's about to be destroyed. I got
Weapons ready. Locking after them. Yes,
enemy
sir.
under control.
Moving out.
Watch him. He's coming around. He's headed your direction.
Reporting.
Returning to your position.
Get in there.
Coming around.
Gotta prepare for this last ISD.
Ready for battle.
Getting a lock. I've got them in my
Heading out.
sights. Nowhere to go. Narrowing
Target locked.
position.
Reporting in.
Eliminating target.
Pressing the attack. Ready for duty. All out. Roger that. Form up. Awaiting orders. Copy.
Not gonna end well. I
Ready.
think I am.
Fire.
I copy. Fire.
Copy. Fire. Reporting. Targeting at maximum
Closing
firepower.
on target.
Direct fire at their laser cannons. Awaiting instruction. Yes, Commander.
Reporting.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
Tightening up.
How many VSTs can you fit into a fleet in Bronze Revenge and put the max stick and SSD on? How many are there? 17, so that'd be
Engaging the
Initiating attack.
I'm on this one. Under control.
20 would
Let's
be
finish him.
Locking on.
40.
We're in
Watch
attack
enemies
position.
coming around.
Cruiser reporting.
So 18, 17 or 18, I guess that would be.
Gunship reporting.
And yeah, you could take on an SSD with the
All
maximum.
fire on those ion cannons. Weapons
TIE
ready.
interceptor here.
Open fire.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
What are your orders?
Right.
Interceptor
Keep inching
squad
forward.
reporting.
Is there a tutorial that shows what planets build special
Return
units
to
for
your
each faction?
position. Watch
So
your
influence units and everything like that are on the Galactic level. You can see that by clicking the story guide
Take
thing.
care of this.
So there's 4 buttons at the left side of the screen that get often ignored but have a ton of very useful info in them.
Out. He won't be around.
If you click on those and read through those, you'll find pretty much every cool mechanic or hidden thing.
Regroup. I'm hit.
Engaging the enemy.
I got him.
Attack that target. I'm on this one.
Roger that.
He's about to be destroyed.
Target
Under
sighted.
control. I'm on them. He's headed your direction.
Target locked.
Form up. Let's go.
Like, VSDs probably aren't the best thing to take on an SSD with, but like you'll end up with more raw power than the SSD has. So if you're trying to make like the optimal fleet to fight an SSD,
Copy.
you don't want the fleet I have right now, but we're not fighting Nighthammer, but yet.
Reporting.
But like you'd be able to do it.
Keep going.
There's like the way combat power or the way pop cap and cost are determined is based on the raw power of the ships, so it's a function of
Yes, Commander.
health and damage.
Ready. Open
So
fire.
if something is 300 pop cap, it has 300 pop cap worth of health and damage. There's nothing that's just like going to be straight up objectively better as far as that goes. Like different assortments of units are going to be better for taking on different targets.
Ready for
And from that perspective, like an SSD is probably pretty well situated to beat
Gunship reporting.
a decent number of VSDs because it's taking standard weaponry like that. It's not the ideal case for them, but
Nowhere to run.
yeah, because like the tankiness is the problem that you're gonna run into. You're gonna lose a few, but if you do have something as kind of a better backbone for the fleet, if you are able to let the
He's coming around.
VSDs
Losing power.
power to weapons all day, then
Attack that target. Ready for battle.
they'll do much better.
Reporting in.
What are your orders? Charge laser
But just like the
cannon.
sheer number of hard points the SSD has to deal with, especially on the AI side, isn't going to
Roger
be.
that. Direct fire at their laser cannon.
The AI is not going to be happy with that.
Let's finish him. I'll take care of this.
Stay in
Flank
formation.
Getting a lock. Where are the others?
Targeting at maximum firepower. Awaiting orders. Holding fire for maximum effect. Target
Attack
those
closing on
lasers.
target. Watch your back.
Copy. Coming
Go
about.
after the straggler.
300 IPVs would be able to destroy one.
I can't switch position.
Thank you, Chaffee, for the $50 donation. Have a happy birthday, friend. Money is for bad life decisions only. Thank you very much.
Awaiting instruction.
Watch for enemy ships.
Go after them.
Yeah.
Attacking target.
Gun them down.
Fire at will.
Regroup.
Ready.
Unable to shake them.
Cruiser reporting.
Like, The thing with Corvettes is they don't do a lot of damage, but especially like a CR-90, it has power weapons. Do the IPVs have power weapons?
Escort carrier standing by.
But like, I think I did it in the New Republic playthrough where I took that raid fleet. I don't think the episode's been posted yet, or not the raid fleet. I took the revolt fleet from Yavin, and I took it to fight an SSD. I wasn't able to kill it, but I only had like 30 or 40 of them. But because the SSD isn't very good at shooting them, if you have them long enough on powered weapons, you can probably take it out. Because like laser cannon damage type isn't going to be great against SSDs, but it's still a lot of little things that the SSD can't effectively target very well, doing a lot of damage over time.
I copy. Reporting.
It really depends on how long you're able to keep the critical mass of
Yes, Commander.
of
On our way.
CR90s going.
Ready.
Like, if you're able to get through the shields and still have a good amount left, then you're cool. The SSD art only gives 2 ISDs. Lasted all 3 out. What was on ground there? That was tax, mining. Okay. Easy, easy, easy.
Construction complete.
Brigado have another relatively easy one. This is so differently off-center. Weird. I guess it needs a okay, so it needs a background or else it...
On my way, sir.
Heading out. Order acknowledged. Heading out. Unit capacity.
I really wish I had the
This way.
EX4 still.
Let's go. Armor transport ready.
Yes, sir. Keep going.
Thanks, Gribble.
Attacking.
The enemy has been spotted.
Reporting in. Over there.
Yes, Commander.
Why did no Imperial Remnant take over Hut space? There are a lot of resources they could build new ships with. So
Ready.
the Huts had a lot of
Lancet standing by.
financial power, but they did have, so like they had their hands in a lot of pots. So a lot of Imperials wouldn't have wanted to screw up any of their own business interests there, and that's part of why the Huts never get attacked generally. But the Huts did have the ability to arm pretty quickly if they needed to. Like, you could, with a really fast strike on them, do a lot of damage, but they did have some element of reserve fleets, and they had the ability to mobilize quickly. Like, they could afford to build enough to survive and turn any fight. Like, to not be worth it.
Roger that. Acknowledged.
Their change away from being like an active military empire to being like the cartel system was because they didn't want to just like die out in another war like the one that destroyed Varl. But like, it's not like they were a complete militaryless pushover. you don't really want to invade hut space. They had a good amount of power and a pretty diverse way to express that.
Ready for orders.
Let's get out of there. Dengar, run.
Ready to receive orders. Let's go. Keep going. This way. Over there. Comlink active.
I don't want a repair thing.
On the way.
I'm gonna get some of those. Yeah, it's hard to take any individual source as being too indicative of any kind of scale. Because, like, you could go off of, like, Truce of Bakura, and then no one has anything.
Awaiting orders. Scanning the area.
Shipyard will the Vong have? They'll get a different ship model.
Copy.
They'll have unique structures. Probably not initially. That'll be part of it. They need to become playable eventually.
Target.
Form up.
I copy. Reporting. Launching for the enemy.
Like, it was the Vong War that made the Huts really be like, okay, we're isn't gonna work forever. We need an active military again.
Yes, sir.
But
Scouting area. On the way.
Copy.
Yes, Commander.
Construction complete.
Right away.
like, hut space is also not going to be the easiest to administrate if you do take it over. Like, if you think the huts are just going to be taken over and cooperate,
I copy.
they're
Engines active.
there's a lot more to controlling territory than just, did I kill all the enemy Star Destroyers in the area with my Star Destroyers? And you'd be best off, like, just looking at basic tutorials on Blender. I think there's a channel called Blender Guru that's worth taking a look at. There's not really going to be anything anyone can say over text here that's going to be more useful than a direct tutorial where someone's showing you how. I probably will do some Blender streams soon. But yeah, watch Blender Guru and just, like, copy what he's doing exactly.
Heading out. Fire at will. Cut through them. Targeting. Flash them out. Destination ahead. Let's move out. Attacking. Firing. Let's go. Keep going. This way. Over there. Engines activated. Copy. Receiving
Yeah,
order.
fuck.
Engage. As you wish.
Oh, those bastards.
Destination set. Ready for recon.
Get over there.
Ready. They have the target in sight. Command to the target. Heading for attack position. Squadron
Okay, can you
moving.
get out? Maybe risky, but gotta try.
Lancet proceeding. Command received.
Hey,
Ready to move.
did it.
Fall
Good
out,
job.
troops.
Lancet standing by.
I copy. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Need more of that. Gotta capture that. careful. Be careful. Stray rocket will kill you.
Yes, sir.
Moving out.
Alright.
Advancing.
Heading out.
Moving out. Form up.
You get the sensor there.
Fire at will.
You get out of the air.
Give me a target.
You guys get up the air. Thanks, Kumar. Yeah, like, just do those tutorials, even if you're not necessarily interested in modeling those things. Like, the donut tutorial is what everyone tends to start with. But that'll give you the basics, and then you'll have an understanding of how, like, the steps you need to take to model something you may be more interested in, like Star Wars ship. And, like, once you have the basics, there's also a lot of relatively simple versions of Star Wars ship tutorials, too. Have you ever considered making it possible to glass the surface of the planet, maybe with includes penalties for doing so? So, planet destruction, and different types of planet destruction are something we haven't really gotten into yet. We'll be starting off with, like, galaxy gun style, actually annihilating the planet. EAW doesn't really have innate tools to do different types of planet destruction or different results for planet destruction.
At the ready.
So, doing something that has different effects than just annihilate the planet is going to take a bit more work. And would probably not be something we get to for a while. Because, like, you'd probably have to do some funky stuff with, like, spawning in blockers, Stellaris style, on planets that you're base delta zeroing to make sure you can't use those slots. So
Control achieved.
and it's something that, like, I think CAD worked on with he's on War when he was working with them, and something Fox helped them out with. So there's elements to it that you can kind of set up that way, but it's
Building started.
Building.
it's not as simple as it may seem. Thanks, Draco. Right. Sadly, we lost some of those ships. Going to Abrigado.
Tactical battle imminent.
Hit it again.
Tactical battle imminent.
Well, you're not going to have any other planets left, so enjoy camp while you can.
Enemy unit sighted.
Your orders.
Yeah, the next Cal Cup is this
Choose your
Saturday.
reinforcements.
There's basically one per month.
Coming about. Destination confirmed.
Up till October,
We're on our way.
but we're not going to have enough points to qualify for the actual championship,
Cruiser
so
reporting. Full speed ahead.
Yes, sir.
like this is the spring minor, then there might actually be two spring minor. No, there's two summer minors.
Enemy forces.
So I think it'll be spring minor, then in April is the spring major.
Not.
Weapons ready.
Operation Ace is next week as well, and I really wish we were playing in that too, but I don't think we have time to sign up.
Taking fire. Regroup for another attack. I've been hit.
Yes, sir. Moving into
Target
position.
critical.
At your
I got
command.
him. He's about to be destroyed. Engaging
We
the
can
enemy.
get our
He's
allegiance
headed your
now.
direction.
Ready for battle.
I'm hit.
We're in attack position.
Substance Painter does make texturing much easier, and in my opinion, super enjoyable. It's like you're painting directly on the object, so you don't have to worry about matching UVs anywhere near as much. So, like before, you used to be turning the ship into a flat representation of the ship, like putting every face flat, which is what UV mapping is, and you still need to do that. But the layout was very important because you'd be drawing everything yourself. Whereas Substance Painter, you just paint directly on the object, and you work with materials, so you can get the same effect applied on a bunch of different ships using the same texture files and everything, and it goes
Ready and waiting.
much faster because it takes out a lot of the grunt work, and you can see immediately how it works. It used to be you'd be texturing for like an hour, drawing stuff, Then you'd go and try to make a render to see how it works or how it looks. Then you'd go back, make the edits, render again, see how it lines up, and it's a whole thing. Texturing got like a trillion times faster and easier with programs like Substance Painter and Pixel.
Under
We'll
control.
be there shortly.
Watch him. He's coming around. Returning to your position. I'll take care of this. Let's finish him.
Awaiting
Watch
orders.
your back.
Yeah, texturing and character are probably two of the areas where our moratorium on
Choose your reinforcement.
additional people is less solid.
I copy.
We're not going to be able to get to camp before they move their units, so we kind of just gotta...
Letting out. Tactical battle imminent.
You know what? Just have it.
System lost. Invasion commencing.
We'll be able to go back and take it. Within the team, substance painters are basically a requirement because we do use the same
Choose your reinforcements.
the same materials.
On my way, sir.
So it actually makes it faster, even having fewer people, but being able to use the same materials. And it makes everything a lot more consistent.
Ready to receive orders.
I'm not sure how I feel about the latest Squadrons patch. It's a nice map. Like the reduction on boost for everything in line with what happened to the TIE Defender earlier.
Let's move out.
Like the TIE Defender really needed it. I don't know that everything else needed it, and now I don't know, the TIE Bomber and TIE Defender feel super annoying to kill.
Yes, Commander. On my
Like
way,
TIE
sir.
Defender or TIE Bombers are able to kill
Roger that.
a lot more stuff now because rotary cannon is just
Let's go.
super OP when you can't boost around.
At maximum unit capacity.
Look, sir, it's them.
Fire.
Secure landing zone.
This way. Over there.
I think there's an angle we can get on this.
Open
There,
fire.
yeah, that's a good angle.
Right away. Order acknowledged. Heading out.
I mean, it's fun as far as texturing can be fun. I guess the fun way to do it. But Front entry? It really depends how
Affirmative, sir.
well staffed we are in an area. Like, the more people we have doing a certain thing, the higher the barred entry tends to be. Like, being able to independently work on stuff is handy. Like, we're not opposed to teaching people like, how to do our methods or how to use our assets, but it's basically just whether something's going to end up saving us more time or not.
Ready. Walker moving out of that.
Because, like, the team is at a size where it's very difficult to add in new people sometimes.
Move out.
It's just there's so many of us. It's very difficult for me to keep track of everything.
Ready. Right away.
Stuff moves quickly.
Awaiting orders. Let's go. Recharging on the way.
Yeah, like, texturing is an area where I wouldn't hate having another person.
Commencing bombing run. AT-AT ready.
Because, like, we have a pretty consistent backlog of
Let's
textures.
go. Armored transport ready.
Whereas modeling, we have a pretty significant backlog of models, so it's an area that we're looking less for people unless they can do organic, so character models. Shit.
Reporting in. Attack.
Huh, the river props aren't showing up. Weird.
Reporting.
Did someone mess it up when they were doing the prop movements?
Yes, sir.
Like, don't buy Substance until you've tried using something like maybe Quixel or Blender's texturing stuff.
Right away.
But see if you enjoy it, and then if you do, if it's a thing that seems worth it to you.
Ready. Let's
Get
move.
that AT-AT some help.
All out. Yes, sir. On my way.
Yes, Commander.
Right, y'all need to get in there.
Moving to coordinates.
Flyers.
Cancelled. Unit destroyed.
En route. Awaiting orders. Let's move out.
Here I go past the New Jedi Order era. Yeah, so
Commencing attack.
Thrones Revenge's cutoff date is the end of Crucible, basically. That'd be the end of the content there. If we ever did like a full Arcade Skywalker Aramon Legacy comics, that'd be a different. That's an unlikely thing for us to do. Blender's probably the better thing to learn, because you probably pick up modeling with it as well. Have a better idea of the workflows there. I've never used Blender's texturing stuff, so I don't know how good it is. Quixel is probably most similar to Substance Painter, though. Like, I've never used either. I've just used Substance Painter. Like, I went to Photoshop and Substance, so not a great barometer there. Right.
Commander.
In you go.
Scouting location. AT-AT ready.
Gonna be a problem.
Armored transport ready. Over there. Reporting in. Attacking.
Still, it's bad, but
Roger that.
right, let's kill that then.
Target acquired.
Right, we save the AT-AT. The Control A. Yeah, the substance trial does exist. So that's another thing.
Reporting. Commencing attack.
I would suggest starting with like Quixel or something before trying the ESP trial, because it is only 30 days.
Going.
So I don't know if it'd be enough to get an indicator of
Copy.
who would be there.
Over there.
Awaiting orders. Repair station
Affirmative.
constructed.
Like, I think Quixel works off of the same kind of systems.
Construction complete.
But
Reporting. I copy. Gearing up. Yes, Commander. Proceeding to target. On my way, sir.
Pepsi Max or regular Pepsi?
Walker moving out.
Obviously.
Bombardment
As
available.
you wish, General. Weapons armed. Walker moving to attack. Right away. Moving out.
I used to be like Pepsi over Coke, but I think as I've gotten older,
All out troops. Targeting at maximum firepower.
AT-AT destroyed. Bombing run canceled.
Bomber standing by. Initiate
I can
attack
hit that.
run. Ready for orders. Copy.
Should've just flown over with this.
Commencing bombing run. Copy. Enemies in range.
Alright, well.
System conquered.
I didn't play that anywhere near as cleanly as I ought to have. I would get sloppy towards the end of it. That would be my suggestion, Aiden. But really, just probably start by looking at some tutorials, some videos, see what it all looks like, if it looks like something you want to do.
Constructing unit.
Vehicle in production. Tactical battle imminent.
Favorite Pokemon? I don't know.
Inbound.
Eevee's pretty cool.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right
Everyone
away.
likes a good Eevee.
Moving out.
Reinforcements canceled.
Heading out.
I really like Noibat and Noivern, too.
Let's move out. Let's go.
It's more of a,
Navigating to coordinate.
less of a mainstream choice, I guess.
Hell, my head full.
It's too bad Noibat fucking sucks.
Attack that target. Awaiting
Squadron
instructions.
standing by.
Yes.
Don't even remember what any of the next summon are called. I do need to finish that.
Direct fire at their laser.
I'm gonna be doing that one on Twitch.
Target those lasers. Get behind them.
Cruiser ready.
Pursuing enemy forces.
I've never used Quixel, so anything for that you'd have to ask Google. No.
Reporting. Gunship reporting. Our engines are gone, sir.
Taking them out.
Target those lasers.
Your orders, sir. Maneuvering.
Squad, move in.
There are parts of the X2 song that I don't know if it's me or Act talking, so I don't know.
Construction complete.
Construction complete.
Going.
I should know because it's like it's my voice, but still. Like I used a Noibat in Pokemon Reborn back when I was doing that series.
Incoming.
And I think yeah, that was Pokemon Reborn, and it's so bad. Especially in that game, which is like actually hard.
Flank speed.
Like in most Pokemon games, it doesn't matter. Everything you can do whatever you want because it's easy as shit. But Pokemon Reborn is difficult.
Targeting at maximum
Edge.
firepower.
Reinforcements
We're on our
canceled.
way. We'll be there shortly.
I'm on this one. I got him.
Weapons ready.
Under control.
Attacking target.
He's about to be destroyed.
I really want to play that again.
Maximum effect.
Reinforcements canceled.
Never finished it. It's a really long game, and it's still being updated, I think.
We are victorious. En route. Construction complete.
I'll have to delete a lot of saves soon. But I think
Invasion
we can
commencing.
kill this easier without waiting.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving out. Order acknowledged. Advancing.
I was doing... I guess it was a fire red Nuzlocke.
Yes, sir.
And I got a Haunter, and
way.
I named it after a YouTuber I will no longer watch.
Construction complete. Turret constructing.
I'll copy.
Roger. Reporting in.
Reporting. Let's move out. Moving to coordinates.
Capacity.
For the TR Dev Tournament, the first round, like the first part of the bracket stage, is just entirely internal. Once we get to the next stage, that'll be streamed. It's just taking a while to get there. Because like a lot of the first round is just trying to organize the schedule for people, and then there's been a lot of people who've had to back out. But once we get to the next round, that should be a bit more consistent.
Let's go out. Armor ready.
Unit destroyed.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Squad, move
destroyed.
out. Right away, sir.
Target locked. Let's go.
I didn't realize there were Time Lords in Game of Thrones.
Give me a target.
I want the actual landing zone, not just the field base.
I copy. Keep going. Affirmative. Scanning target.
No! Okay, no!
Unit destroyed.
I didn't know Time Lords had different sizes either.
Advancing. All right, men. Load your weapons. Squad, advance. Spread out, men. Attack.
This will at least make it easier to take the next planet, because they won't have any bits left on it.
Executing favorable. Copy.
Alright, let's see. Do we need to bomb this
Bomber squad.
field base? I think we do. We don't need to, we're doing it anyways.
Moving out. Yes, Commander. Enemies in range.
Tier 29 when we stop the ID at bars? I don't think so. I still kind of look young-ish. What I tell myself.
Heading out.
Unit destroyed.
Like when I was in university, I think I was buying like a season of Buffy or something, and I got ID'd. Something you had to be like relatively young to buy. I was
Order acknowledged.
19, 20?
Move out.
Ready for command, sir. Let's go.
Unit destroyed.
Keep going. This way. Fire at will. Over there. Attacking. Waiting your order.
Back off because you're gonna die.
Secure the landing zone.
Hey, we got it.
System conquered. Beginning construction. Construction complete.
Right, we can build that up. We want an allegiance.
Constructing unit.
Reporting.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
production. Tactical battle imminent. System lost.
Right.
Construction
Dengar,
complete.
you are stationed there now. I'm not going to use you in the ground battle.
Tactical battle imminent. System control achieved. Tactical battle imminent.
Right. We're going to leave Night Hammer over that. Thanks, Eric.
They're in this direction.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right away. Moving out. Heading out. All out.
Oh,
We are ready and waiting.
At your command. Attacking.
there's... It can't be especially
Let's
solvent,
move
Bob.
out. Let's go. Navigating to coordinates. Ready for battle. Reporting in.
If we got here before they sent the ground units they wanted to
Engines are
use,
malfunctioning. My scopes are jammed.
then that's pretty fun.
Where are the others?
Roger that. Right away.
Returning to your position.
Targeting the torpedo launcher. Form up. Moving out.
My head full.
Shields on.
After the stream, I'm making steak and lobster for dinner. It's going to be great.
Firing.
Especially because I didn't have any lunch.
Watch for enemy ships.
So I'm quite hungry, but also quite looking forward to what I'm going to be eating.
Getting a lock.
Nice colon death clones for Rhino there.
I'm hit.
I'll watch the, I'll make sure we watch the
Maximum
bigger one this
firepower.
time.
Targeted.
Copy. Launching attack.
Pursuing enemy forces. He's headed your direction. Squad, move in. Narrowing position. Tightening up. My scopes are jammed. Where are the others?
The ion cannons are our primary target.
Shields almost gone.
A
Cover me
nice
now.
deck
Watch for
texture
enemy ships.
material thing Bob made.
Let's finish him. Watch your back. Taking
Looks
the
much better than having an open hole.
nowhere to go.
Target those lasers. All fire
Engaging
on
the
those
enemy.
ion cannons.
Eliminating target. Intercepting. Regroup. I'm hit. More enemy craft. I'm on this one. Under control. Watch him. He's coming around. Returning to your position.
Orders.
Escort carrier standing by.
Hey. Oh, only reality show I'm going on is Big Brother Canada.
Construction complete.
I'm auto-resolving Empress Tata because I hate this map. I hate this being a heavily defended map, at least. No, we're not. It's not heavily defended anymore. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. It's 3 barracks, so it's just infantry, but they have nothing that's an actual defensive unit. We killed everything in space. They were unloading everything to take it.
Choose your reinforcements.
Order acknowledged.
Moving out.
Keep going.
At maximum
Advancing.
unit capacity.
Yes, Commander.
Especially since we have Dengar, that's some good anti-infantry. Along with these guys.
Orders, sir. Enemy forces ahead.
You over here, one of you over here, here. can go get that.
Transport ready.
Alright, there's 2 barracks for us. Much better when they don't have anything defending. Or, they have stuff defending, not what they used to. I mean, half the chat is still TR devs, but it is much bigger than that. Like, if I get everyone in the TR dev server on their stream, that's still like 60 viewers concurrently. Let's go. Yeah, it's definitely... Channel is much bigger than it has been, or than it was before.
Roger. Moving to that area. Targeting. Heading out. Avoiding fire. Firing.
Did you two coordinate that? Because, I don't know. Seems a little too
Reporting in.
much. We all just spend too much time together, maybe. And I can't wait for Edge of Despair to start back up. Valerie has been working on some character portraits I commissioned from her for it. So she sent me the sketches last night for the new party. I told Dana about that a couple days ago, Box. Because I showed her your documentation for the framework, and she loved it. I think I told you about that. And so I told her about when, when we had the old Skype chat. And like, I think it had been like 2 years since you'd done the first script for the mod that you sent me on like mod databases DMs. And you were very confused about the fact that you were considered a dev after being not just contributing the stuff on mod database for like a year, but then being in the dev chat for a year. I really enjoyed it. Right. The fact that Nighthammer is going to be over an HP gun is going to be very useful. What are you, like, why is it hitting the ground under it? Is that like a Z adjust thing? Is that adjusting? I said the wrong one. Is it just the blast? Like, because it's not just blast you're shooting it. That's doing nothing. It's like how Bob just joined the dev server as an AI consultant, and he was definitely not going to work on anything. And then, okay, I'll do some AI, but he's definitely not working on anything else. Just like immediately involved in all the discussions about designs. That didn't last long, Bob. Only CAD can resist our charms.
Planetary control achieved.
Constructing. Construction complete.
AT-AT ready. Destination set.
Heavy Star Destroyer awaiting orders.
I think once Imperial Reign gets rolling, Cat will be more on board with that. I kind of want to use Dengar's food again.
Beginning construction.
Oh yeah, because we have that there.
Moving to coordinates. Order confirmed.
Tactical battle imminent.
It's actually
Artillery online. Moving to destination.
even that
Construction
much.
complete.
We probably won't do the independent planets because we want to get dinner. But always have them.
Invasion commencing.
No, so okay, this whole pizza thing, it's become a thing where all the devs think they're entitled to pizza, and that was never the deal. There were two things being conflated here. One is that
Acknowledged.
the 1.0 devs were promised pizza, much smaller team, much more affordable pizza. So that still could happen if any of them decide to cash in on that. Like Code Users, Thorny, Halo,
Moving to position.
they all qualify for pizza. And then
Construction complete.
Ox and I had a bet for pizza,
Let's move out.
and
Reporting.
it's questionable who won that bet.
Moving.
But it's not clear that Pox doesn't owe me pizza.
This way.
We've located the enemy.
Let's roll.
And he's basically been trying for years to
Right away.
insist that the pizza is owed in his direction. Mr. Puerto Rican has been probably the worst offender of trying to actualize
Armored
pizza
transport ready. Keep going.
out of nowhere.
Armed and ready. Moving
Gaslight
out.
me into
Armed
pizza.
and ready.
Move out.
Reporting in as you wish.
Single slice of peppermint pizza.
Destroyed.
When's the next New Republic episode? There'll be either New Republic or Empire of the Hand tomorrow, and whichever one isn't tomorrow would be the next day. So, soon.
What are your orders? Targeting.
This is actually a lot.
Right away.
Don't like it.
Copy that.
Fire. Over there.
Rip AT-AT.
Awaiting orders.
Copy. I copy. Heading out.
Copy. Let's move out.
Reporting. Go. Yes, sir.
Okay, we don't need anything if we don't need the sensor array if we have these.
Moving to coordinates.
We just have to keep these alive. Or one of these alive. And Dengar can help with that, because Dengar can basically just fuck up their infantry. I don't hear the difference in sorry from what other people or Americans say. British people, whatever. Hey, Chelsea. No, I needed you. Crap. I'm just gonna do this. You gotta make it, TIE Bomber. Battle's in your hands. No! Fucked up and dropped the bomb. Battle was in your hands. Get out of there. Nope, deploy. Oh look, there's an AT-AT. Oh that, nope. Deploy.
Order, sir. Ready.
Spreading out.
The thing is, of the two of us, Ek would have the more stereotypical Canadian accent, being from the Atlantic provinces. Well, he's only from one province, but... like, Newfoundland would be the one people would typically think of, but...
Repair station constructing.
Yeah, your bombs. I want to use Punishing One at least once. Use it Punishing once.
At your command.
I'll try to keep Dengar alive on that. Most Canadian thing I've ever done. I mean, everything I do is Canadian, so I don't know if I can really answer that effectively. We've lost it all. Killed 2 stormtrooper squads, though.
Unit in production. Vehicle cancelled.
Vehicle in production. Construction complete. Constructing. Building cancelled. Building started.
That should still be easy. Yeah, that's slowly gonna work its way down into just being the Night Hammer.
Reporting. Construction complete. Enlisting soldiers.
Reporting.
Vehicle in production.
Reporting.
Destination set.
Reporting.
Brigade standing
Construction
by.
complete.
Reporting.
Over there.
Reporting.
Brigade standing
You can easily track how lazy I am throughout a GC,
Proceeding.
Brigade standing by.
Acknowledged.
or how lazy I get.
Destination set.
Brigade standing by.
Recruiting soldiers.
Scout Trooper reporting.
Proceeding.
AT-AT ready.
Let's move
Scout
out.
Trooper reporting. Destination Scout Trooper reporting.
Okay, let's see.
Reporting. Let's go. Reporting.
Yeah, it's the capital. That's really what's giving them anything.
Transmission received.
So I want a
Constructing
couple
unit.
lats as well.
Vehicle cancelled.
AT-AT ready.
Thanks, Shotgun.
On my way, sir. Brigade standing by.
Squadron moving out.
Brigade standing by.
Unit in production.
Lancet proceeding.
Unit in production.
All right. Do a final save. Take the ground. We'll take the space. Yeah, it'll be within like half an hour of what I thought it would be.
Invasion commencing.
What?
Unit destroyed.
Structures.
Planetary control achieved.
On my way.
Building under construction.
Why I did that?
Coming around.
Agent's class
Vehicle
ready to
in
serve.
production.
Construction
Escort
complete.
carrier standing by. Escort carrier standing by. Escort
Build
carrier
any other
standing
shipyards.
by. Escort carrier standing by. Move order acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Heading to
Core is
destination.
still a little bit
Maneuvering.
packed.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Constructing unit.
IPV reporting.
So we'll just build these 5 and then we'll go in.
Escort carrier standing by. Escort carrier standing by. Escort carrier standing by.
Star Destroyer
Move
reporting
order
in.
Ooh, you know what else we
standing
can do
by.
though? Good point.
Building started.
Maneuvering.
We're gonna get a Bellator. Because we have what is called fuck you money at this point. If devs or volunteers are the voice lines in the mod? Volunteers, which does include a few devs.
We're moving out.
There's an auditions thread on the Discord. From
Vehicle in production.
not inaccurate, Kumar. I saw like the tweet from 2 days ago, or yesterday, just really taking off, and I've started seeing it getting like voted at some really shitty people. And there's one guy who just immediately took what I said and was like, "Oh, you're trying to shut down legitimate criticism of the sequel trilogy." I didn't even fucking mention Star Wars in it.
I copy.
God damn.
All ahead.
Had nothing to do with whatever you're talking about. Calm down.
Move out.
Get a different hobby if you hate this one so much.
There they are. Blast them.
Alright, Nighthammer. Time to get Night Hammered. Looks so much better with the shadow actually working. But
Choose
Sarah
your
still went and put the hard points in different places. Alright. Bellator.
Let's run this gauntlet.
Eh.
Yes, sir. Move order acknowledged. Maneuvering. Yes, sir. Move order acknowledged. Maneuvering. Yes, sir.
Hell, I head for
Ready to update orders.
I just want to show the death
Your
toll for the,
orders, sir.
to be honest.
Roger that. Ion engines primed.
We are ready and waiting.
Form up. Deploying squadron.
Roger that.
Awaiting orders.
He won't be around much longer.
Targeting the laser system.
You know what? Let's put in the sectors.
Yes.
I think this is our first battle using capital ships in this playthrough. I don't know if we're even gonna actually lose the daughter.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Target
Ready,
critical.
go.
Coming
Right
around.
away.
Destroyer
So
ready.
yeah, you're not gonna be able to see the death clone if that's the case.
Your orders.
You guys
Targeting the
don't
enemy now.
attack too. I don't care if anything survives anymore. The last battle.
Coming back around for another run.
Take care of this.
Getting a lock.
Destroyer holding.
Getting a lock.
That target.
Capital ship is in anything within the mod that's built from a capital shipyard. There are plenty of definitions by which the VSD would be a capital ship,
Destroyer at
and
station
also
keeping.
definitions by which a CR-90 would be a capital ship. It looks like Christmas.
He's headed your direction.
What a nice ship.
We're being targeted.
Sir, I...
Falling out of formation.
Power to weapons.
Ready.
We are ready and waiting.
Intercepting.
Sir, I...
Pursuing enemy forces.
It's gonna be one of those things where there's not actually enough damage to kill any of my ships, so I just sit at low health on a bunch of heavy stuff.
Sir, I...
Yes. Loading ordnance. Adjusting course.
Escort carrier standing by.
Squad, move in.
The YouTuber class GR75s.
I got one.
Cruiser here.
Locking on. Stay in formation.
Gun crews, make ready.
Well, worst case scenario, the strike cruiser is just gonna
Charging generator.
pop this whole thing because it's not gonna get shot while Night Hammer's trying to
Destroyer ready.
kill the never before seen Ack Wolf. It's definitely not the most common name for these boys.
Another attack.
We'll win this.
Target locked.
Awaiting orders. Those laser banks are the primary target.
We are ready and waiting.
Taking fire.
Oh, you're getting shields back. You're not doing it
Destroyer
right.
Locking on
You're supposed to
target.
die so I can get other ships. Alright, at least you're gonna die. Thank you, Conquest.
Escort carrier standing by.
Doing your job.
I have them now.
Take out the iron cannons.
Destroyer at station keeping.
Cruiser ready. Increase power to weapons.
Your orders, sir.
Make sure it doesn't go for a retreat there.
Direct fire on the enemy.
We are ready and waiting. Enemy vessel targeted.
I'm on them.
Ready.
Ready to go.
We'll beach them.
My scopes are jammed.
Engines there. Engines are weak there.
Falling out of formation.
Flank speed.
Bring in more of you.
Coming about, sir.
I've got them in my
Our engines are disabled.
I've got him.
Ready
There's
to
another
update
engine
orders.
still alive, hiding
We'll
back here.
level them.
Get out of here.
draw their fire. Attack formation. Losing control. After the stragglers.
Thanks, Attila.
Engaging the enemy.
This is
Engines are
Deep
disabled.
Core Conquest. Nice.
Escort carrier standing by.
We're unfortunately not going to get to see the Bellator DC.
Destroy them.
I copy. Holding fire for maximum impact. Attack position. I got it. Pressing the attack.
Your orders, sir.
Getting a lock.
I'm on this one.
I've got him.
Locking on.
Coleslaw, you forgot to mention that I did it bravely. That was the key factor here. Alright, Hellion, come in and take credit for this great victory.
Enemies in range. Sir, I intercept. Got him.
Narrowing position. Tightening up.
Alright, here we go. HV gun. Pew 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 pew. There it is.
Copy.
Where's that strike cruiser at? Did the strike cruiser die? No. Thank God.
Come on.
The strike cruiser is MVP of the
Lock
playthrough.
weapons and fire.
No death cone for this yet. Well, base game death clone for it. I do like the base game death clone. It's obviously a different model. Wouldn't mind trying to copy it.
We shall be there shortly.
Tactical battle imminent.
Could have repaired that Bellator.
Choose your reinforcements.
Loaded.
Reinforcements canceled.
Destination confirmed.
Reinforcements en route.
Right away.
Didn't actually use our allegiance
Moving
there.
out.
Destroyer ready.
Cover me now. Star Destroyer standing by.
Targeting their weapon systems.
Watch for enemy
So
ships.
if you guys shoot the
Bay has
ISDs,
been destroyed.
after serving me so well, I'm just gonna throw away the lives of my
Direct
VSDs.
fire at their laser cannons.
I've got a plan for Pelion.
Sir, watch your back.
Don't worry about that.
I've got him.
Decoding transmission.
Watch him. He's coming around.
I have them now.
Destroyer at station keeping.
They destroyed
Loading
a
ordnance.
cannon Star Destroyer reported
Returning
in.
to your position. You won't be around much longer. Target critical.
Attacking primary
Target
target.
laser.
Destroyed.
Target those lasers.
Not your time yet, Pelion.
Ready. We'll win this. Locking on target. We'll beach them.
Primary engine system is down. Our
We'll
engines
level
are
them.
down, sir. Direct fire at their laser cannons.
We are ready and waiting. Move order acknowledged.
The enemy has been defeated.
Moving out.
Alcetti. Mine. Just gonna resolve the
Invasion
ground.
Commencing.
Unit destroyed.
System
Two.
conquered.
Constructing
Vehicle
unit.
in production.
I have my Pathfinder still. I do.
Moving out.
Tactical battle imminent.
Unit in production.
Constructing
Unit
unit.
in production.
All right.
The enemy has been spotted.
I like when the streams go longer than the soundtrack.
Choose your reinforcements.
All right. Ooh, another raid. But having conquered the galaxy,
Reinforcements canceled.
taken advantage of his military prowess for this long,
Yes, go on.
I'm betraying Pelion. Oh, look, there's another one. Maybe it's one of the dummy structures? That looks like it's probably more than one. It's something with the Independence, apparently. Pelion, you're supposed to be dying.
Escort carrier standing by.
Await.
You're in the middle of...
Moving to coordinates. Target those lasers.
So far, my attempt to betray Pelion has not gone to plan.
I'll take care of
Awaiting your
this.
command.
Priority target identified.
He's headed your direction. Narrowing.
Oh, here it
position.
goes.
Your command, sir.
Here it is. Haha! Now I shall rule the Empire. Nope. Shoot! Shoot at him!
Getting alive.
Him!
I can't switch position.
I'm hit.
executed him.
Reporting in. Roger that. Form up.
Well, at least I can.
All crew accounted for.
Destroyer here.
Go hard for
Closing
fun.
on
They will be destroyed.
Ready to update orders.
Tightening up. Pursuing enemy forces.
I copy. Reporting.
Targeting the enemy.
Well, Hellion, you outfoxed me, you jerk. No wonder you went up in charge of the Empire.
We're on our way. Heading up.
Yes,
finish him.
destroy 'em. Fixing
I'm
course.
on this one. We're being
That kind of
targeted.
political savvy.
Star Destroyer reporting in. Direct fire at their laser
Targeting
cannon.
their weapon systems. Our engines have
Charging
been
generator.
disabled.
Ready. Our sensors are being affected by the nebula.
Watch
sir.
it. He's coming around.
Destroyer ready.
Unable to shake them.
Away from
Intercepting.
Awaiting
Returning to
your
your
orders.
position.
I wanted Hellion to think he was safe. Then I was like, oh, they'll target him. He's a hero. They didn't.
I'll take care of this.
Loading ordnance.
Oh, he's fine.
We'll win this.
You know what I'm
He's
seeing.
about to be destroyed. Getting a lock.
But the last foe.
Closing on target.
Eliminating target.
Target locked.
We are victorious.
Okay, we killed the Valaduja. Or whatever the hell that is.
destination set.
Reporting in.
Voting in, Captain.
Vehicle in production.
Moving to coordinates.
Artillery online. Pirate skiff mobile. Brigade standing by.
Moving to destination.
Reporting.
As you wish.
Brigade
Reporting.
standing by.
Let's see who wins the next election. My money's on Mon Moth.
Right away.
Reporting in.
Do we need to institute term limits? Is that how we nerf Force?
Scout trooper
On my way,
reporting. Scout trooper reporting.
Reporting in.
Invasion commencing.
Unit destroyed.
Invasion commencing. System.
Wait, Galactic Empire capital? That's it! We win! Big thanks to Chuck Krogel, Michael Fetterman, Joe Bostic, Gary Cox, Frank Klepacki, Steve Tall. He is the one who did a lot of the work with the recent patches. Frank, it was Steve Tall and Brian Hayes. Who I think will be coming up in this. But hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the likes, the subscribes, the views, the donations, the well wishes. The was Brian not around? In here. Did I miss him? Additional programming? I don't know. Thought he was here at release. Either way. Yeah. Thank you again. I'm gonna go have dinner. And there's gonna be probably a stream tomorrow night on X2. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. But it won't be Beer Yokar. Oh look, there he is. Yeah, Steve Tallbrun Hayes. But and Ted did a lot of the organizing for it. But thanks again. Have a good night, everyone. See you next time.